Yo, what is up, guys? And hold on a second. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's Otaku Hour. We are back with episode 2, and this time your boy Cloudy Crow is in charge. I got some topics lined up for all of us to check out, and as I give out these topics, we're going to be reading through them. We're going to have our two co-hosts here give their takes on it, and while we're talking about them, let's have them introduce themselves. Let's start off with Amir. It's Amir.
Oh my gosh, bro. Okay. um hi. It's me World, aka Mir. You know, just glad to be here.
All right, and then
Mhm.
next we have Rashad-san.
What's good, y'all, man? Your boy, he's back, Rashad son. I'm ready to get into it today, man. Let's get it.
All right, so like I said, your boy is in control. I got the topics all lined up here, and if you see me look over it back and forth, it's because I have everybody's faces over here, and then I have the topics right here. So just gonna explain that before we get into this. But before we start anything, what are you guys' thoughts on how the first episode came out? Anything you guys didn't like that you did like? Let's start with Rashad this time.
Let me think. I think the biggest thing, I guess, like some people were saying in the comment section, was that the audio was a little bit low. I did bring it up whenever we uploaded it to the actual, Spotify, Amazon, and Apple podcast. But other than that, I mean, everything else went pretty smooth, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say that's like the big problem I always run into, especially when it comes to streaming. It's audio, dude. Because
Mhm.
the thing that sucks is what I hear is different from what the people hear. So it might
Exactly.
sound good to me, but then to them it's all messed up. So I definitely feel that. What about you, Amir?
Uh, I was gonna say the same thing for y'all about the audio, but I don't know if anyone. Well, there's a couple of people that watched the video. It's how we present ourselves too.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I don't know what their thoughts on it. I don't think I see anything in the comments I say about that. But I know for me, like presenting is everything.
Yeah.
Where you present yourself and also the audio, make sure you're like crisp and everything. I just make sure, like for me, for example, I keep everything black, just nice and simple, bro. You don't see
Yeah.
me wearing a suit and tie,
Mm-hmm.
because this is not a business. This is not a
Hey,
business
hey,
meeting
hold
or
on.
whatever.
One day.
Well, maybe one day, but for right now, this is a casual, typical otakus talking about their favorite anime
Yep.
for the next
Mm.
couple of episodes in the future. So,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I think we was solid in
Yeah,
general.
I
I
Mhm.
think we were
agree.
solid. I think we were solid for the first couple episodes, and we're gonna get better. Like every single episode that's going to drop. That's the thing
Yeah.
about us. We're gonna get better every single episode that we drop. We're gonna keep having meetings before we record and go over some.
Now, I did I
Things.
did want to say one thing. I don't know if you were going to bring this up, but I do definitely apologize for this episode being 2 weeks later. Um,
Mm.
I was out of town for the last week, so we didn't really get to record that week. And then the week before that, I ended up getting sick. So I do apologize for that, y'all. But now we're back on regular schedule. And yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Yep, and going off of that, so because we're like 2 weeks late, some of these topics might be a little bit older, some of them are more recent, but regardless, all of them should be fun. So I think the way that we're gonna do this is we're gonna pull up a screen share of like some of the articles I'm reading. But before we even get into the first topic, I'm just gonna read the topic to you, and then I want to hear you guys' initial thoughts before we get into the why. So the first topic is gonna be Crunchyroll disables comments after receiving backlash from the community. And this includes reviews as well, I'm pretty sure. So, what are you guys' initial thoughts on Crunchyroll removing comments and reviews from their platform?
Mm.
Well, I think because I've been using Crunchyroll for a while, bro. So I
Mm-hmm.
always first thing I look at is the comments. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So sometimes the comments are funny, sometimes the comments they take it serious. But
Mm-hmm.
they did come across like on Instagram and other social media apps that I use that they did disable their comments, which is kind of crazy to me
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like there's always like a special way of connecting with other people, especially discussing about your favorite anime, your favorite topics, or maybe it's not anime. Maybe there's an episode that they release and they want to talk about something else because that's their only way of connecting to other people.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and maybe like they've been talking for like weeks and then turn into months, you know, and some people feel comfortable on that app. Like you see, like Discord, Skype, some people use Crunchyroll the same way
Yeah,
of like
exactly.
talking. Um, but disabling comments, I didn't read too much on the article, or I actually didn't read it out. I just see the headline to be honest with you. But
Mhm.
that is my thought of like that is kind of crazy to me. But they might have a good reason for it. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's like something drastic happened within Crunchyroll itself, or is it the people in the audience?
Oh, we're gonna get into all of it. Trust me.
Maybe I don't. And
Mhm.
so I'm curious of what this is about, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So
And then
yeah.
Rashad-san, what do you got to say about this?
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. I literally just got on Crunchyroll. Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. You know, if you wanna get me, bro, I have been using private piracy websites, man.
Yeah. Hey man.
How
but
dare you?
but I will say the main reason why is because I hate to say it, man. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack in the comment section, but I definitely prefer dub over sub. And, based on, dub license and stuff going to certain platforms, you don't really have a lot of dub that you can find, on Crunchyroll and stuff like that. So, but I have finally converted over. So I really didn't know this was a thing. But I guess just to answer your question though, I wonder why is it that they, disable the comment section? Are you gonna
Mhm. We're
elaborate on
gonna
that?
break it down. But it's actually funny because I was going to make a topic about sub versus dub, but I thought we all just agreed that sub was better. So this is
Oh.
surprising to me. Maybe
Ah.
next time, maybe next time. But okay, so Crunchyroll disabled comments from their platform, and now I can do a quick screen share so that we can dive into this article and figure out why. So let me set this up.
I think I can guess one of the reasons why.
Okay. Got any guesses?
Yeah, bro, it's definitely because a lot of these so-called fans complain too much, bro. I already know that's the main reason why.
I
Animation
don't
ain't good
know.
enough. Doesn't compare to the
We'll
manga.
see.
You already know.
We will see. All right, so is this good?
Yep, I got it up.
Like, do I need to zoom in
Yeah,
at all?
I see.
No, it's perfect.
Okay. All right, so it says here the famous anime streaming site Crunchyroll has disabled and deleted comments from its entire platform, including its episodes and news articles. This thing happened because of two reasons. First reason is review bombing going on with the ongoing yaoi anime Twilight Out of Focus or Tasogare Out of Focus. The other reason is the subtitles of the ongoing comedy anime My Dear Friend Nokotan, Shika Noko 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 Koshtantan, in which many users claim that the subtitles were AI generated. So first off, have you guys seen any of these series? Twilight Out of Focus or My Dear Friend Nokotan?
Not yet.
Nah, heck
Not
no.
Not
yet.
yet. I'm
One thing
sorry.
I can say is
Yaoi.
you're missing out. You're missing out on My Dear Friend Nokotan. That
Okay.
is a banger. And who knows? We might all be missing out on Twilight Out of Focus. Who knows?
Hey man.
Nah, heck nah.
Yep. So here it says a lot of deeply well, okay. So when reading this, the first thing that came to my mind was with the review bombing for Twilight Out of Focus. Since it is a yaoi anime, the first question that popped into my head is are people review bombing it just because it's yaoi anime? And
Hmm.
especially in the past, nobody messed with yaoi anime. Everybody clowned yaoi anime. So did they review bomb it because of that? Or because it was actually bad? That was the first question that came to my mind. And so here it says a lot of deeply pathetic people review bombing the new BL or boys love anime Twilight Out of Focus, claiming this isn't about homophobia from their profiles with single digit review counts. They're really going out of their way to claim Crunchyroll is shoving it in their face. So that's interesting.
Mm.
They're saying, I guess it seems like people don't have a problem with the anime being yaoi to begin with. It's more so the fact that they feel like it's being shoved in their face, even though it might not be as popular as Crunchyroll's playing it up to be, or it might not be as good as they're playing it up to be. So let's get into a couple of these comments here. First one. This is a comment under Twilight Under Focus. It says LGBT BS run. Another attempt from Crunchyroll or Alphabet people to make something alien become accepted. Not gonna happen. 8 out of 46 people found this helpful. I guess I don't know what this
Yeesh.
means. I don't know what this
Hmm.
means that they found it helpful. Does it mean that the other, like outside of the 8 people, did they not like the comment? Like only 8 people agreed? I'm not sure. Here it says, give me a choice to opt out. Listen here, Crunchy. You are not giving us the choice to opt out of any genres in our profile settings. So if I find male-to-male BS like this in my feed, I'm going to give my honest opinion about it. And okay, so what do we think about that? Being able to like filter certain genres out when searching for anime.
I mean,
Do you
like,
think we should include that, or is it not necessary?
I feel like because that's like on any other like platforms besides Crunchyroll, you can filter out anything. Like for
Mm-hmm.
games, for example, things that you want to shop for. You know,
Yeah.
like what's the highest price? What's the lowest price? You know,
Mhm.
what's action games and not racing games because you want to find an action game that is not racing, so you want to separate those two.
Mhm.
So if, I mean, to be honest with you, I really don't know. I don't know if I could give my opinion on it. But
Yeah.
if they had that feature on Crunchyroll, I wouldn't go crazy over it. I think
Yeah.
it would be helpful to find certain animes that the audience is looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
there's no harm
But
in them adding it.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like it'll be easier. Like there's like over 500 or 1,000 titles of anime out
Mhm.
there. You know, because you have something that can mix with the old and the new within
Yep.
the same category. And it's just like, and people would get overwhelmed by that. You got them scrolling through their phones and just like, oh my god, I'm looking for this one anime, even though I searched for it, but they gave me like over 500 different titles.
Mhm.
You know, when it could be bumped down to 10.
Yeah.
So I think they should have a filter like that because not everyone's gonna like agree on different genres that are out there.
Yeah. I
Honestly.
agree. But
You
I'll
know,
wait.
like,
Mhm.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I'll wait until Rashad gives his point before I say mine. But what do you think about this, Rashad? Should they add a feature where you can filter out specific genres?
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I honestly think that like this guy's getting exposed or something. Cause like
Mhm.
like I said, I've just got onto the Crunchyroll platform, but on my feed, it's mostly shonen because that's what I mostly watch. So like for him to get this yaoi, maybe might assume that he's probably been looking through the yaoi
Yeah.
catalog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Trying to put it up. Mhm.
So I don't know how that, you know what I mean? But then also too, I am new to it, so maybe it's just after a certain while you might have this pop up. But and then
Yeah.
also too, if I'm not mistaken, on Crunchyroll, like the only thing you get is like the thumbnail and the title. So like unless you actually click on it, you don't really know what it is. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he just stopped
Yeah.
clicking what you don't know.
hmm I can see where like both sides might be coming from. I can imagine that there's probably on the homepage like some ads for like new anime that come out, and then this anime gets kind of like thrown in your face, just like a big panel for it. And I can understand that some people might not be into it. Me personally, like that's never gonna be something that bothers me. If I see that on the front page, it's just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Keep scrolling for the anime I was actually looking for. I'm not really gonna harp on that little panel there. But I think it could be cool, or I think it would be best if they did just add an option to opt out of certain genres, just because, like, not even getting into yaoi and stuff like that. Just like if somebody's not into more mature, like gory anime, they should be
Yeah.
able to filter that out. If
Mhm.
somebody's not into mecha anime, they should be able to filter that out, you know?
Hey.
With the quickness.
That's
Listen. Sneak this, but okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
We'll get into that more later. Okay?
Yeah. Yo,
Oh,
oh my
God.
gosh, bro.
That's funny.
But I think there are more reviews, but I don't want to go through all of these just because there's a lot. And I don't know. Me personally, I've read through these, and I just don't see why so many of these people are pressed about it. Like, for me, back when I was like using Crunchyroll all the time, I would like, let's say I was binging through Hunter x Hunter, I'd just get on and immediately search Hunter x Hunter, or I'd go to my favorites immediately and start watching Hunter x Hunter. I don't see how something like this would be bothering so many people. But yeah, as you can see, there's a bunch of 1-star reviews. A lot of people not happy with this. So that's just one of the reasons why Crunchyroll disabled their features. And then there is another reason. I don't know if they changed the article, because when I first saw it, they had images to give examples for the second reason, but they didn't. So I guess I'll just have to talk about them. And it's with my dear friend Nokotan. When the first episode came out, people noticed that there was something strange going on with the subtitles. I think it was in the English version and in the Dutch version. The subtitles had these weird errors where these aren't mistakes that humans would make, right? So that's when people immediately started to realize, oh, they're using AI translations for this. And there's a number of problems that come with AI translations. The first main one being the fact that it takes away from jobs of actual translators out there, people that do this for a living. Now they're getting replaced by this AI, and it kind of, I guess, plays into the idea of like, oh, Crunchyroll is trying to save money. They're being greedy. They're not really trying to pay these translators. So a lot of people were really mad about that. I'm guessing they also gave a bunch of bad reviews for that. So those two reasons added together, and maybe some others that weren't mentioned, that led to them disabling comments and reviews. Do you guys think that it was justified for them to remove comments and reviews completely for these reasons?
Mm,
Rashad, Amir, any thoughts?
I don't think so. Like I said, people just be complaining. And then also
Mhm.
the whole thing with, people saying that they think that the subtitles are AI. How would they know that? Like, unless they're Japanese speaking, how would they know that? And if they were, to know the Japanese language, why are you even watching it in subtitles to begin with?
Okay. This is probably a mistake on my part because I don't have the
Huh.
pictures, but it's like, it wasn't like there were mistranslations in the subtitles. There were actual errors. Like, let's say the sentence was like, can I go outside? The
Mhm.
I might be combined with another word, and like the spaces are wrong. Some words might be
Oh, okay.
put together, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like, it's not 100% confirmed they were AI, but
Mhm.
it's, you know, like, how did nobody catch this? And why is it coming up in multiple different subtitled translations? So,
I can't
Mhm.
give
uh,
my final verdict on this because
mhm,
I'm not really too big on like anime news. Like this only reminds me of another article that I read like a while, actually still going on to this day between Marvel and its fans.
mhm,
So, about the films and the movies that they put out, like the shows and stuff. So I can
yeah,
see like similarities,
mhm,
but like the final verdict, is it justified or not? I don't really think so. You know what? I'll be honest. I don't think they should disable the comments because of something like this.
yeah, okay,
I don't think they should disable the comments because it's just like that's just showing that as a company, bro. I don't want to say soft, but it's like
mhm,
like what I mean. It's just
yeah,
like, bro, like your job is connecting with your audience, the people that's paying you for their service, like what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah,
So they
I
have to
agree.
work with that. It's just showing just like, yo, they don't really care about us if they're disabling comments. What are they gonna do next? Like,
Mhm,
I don't know. I mean, they increased their prices, but there's a few things Crunchyroll did, but
Mhm.
but
mhm,
it's just disabling comments is kind of crazy, and hopefully they can change that in the future, or they can just give out like a report or article saying
mhm.
like, hey, this is what we're gonna work on. Do you agree with
Oh,
these
hold on, hold on,
terms?
hold on.
My, my fault?
Well, just before we get into that, because they did make a response.
Okay.
I have it
My
pulled
fault.
up
My
here.
fault.
So I'm gonna read this off, but I think we're all pretty much on the same page in that,
Okay.
like, people should be able to say how they feel about a specific series, even if it is considered like review bombing. Like that just shows that people don't mess with the way that you guys went about presenting that show. So maybe you could just make changes in the future. But overall, I think the people should be allowed to speak. So, and especially with the translation error, if you're going to dive into something new like AI translation and people are saying they don't mess with it, then you should take that into consideration and be like, okay, maybe this isn't the smart move. But Crunchyroll did release a response. Crunchyroll support here. It says, I do apologize for the inconvenience. To maintain a safe, respectful, and high quality environment for our community, we have decided to remove all existing comments and disable the ability to comment on our platforms, including comments on news articles. This change helps us reduce harmful content, prevent misinformation, and improve overall user experience. If you have any further questions or need assistance, please let us know. So, I mean, it's kind of, the classic PR statement, kind of a nothing burger. They're basically saying, like, oh, we're trying to maintain a safe, respectful, high quality environment. And I don't think I was going to say, I don't think anyone's really being harmed by this, but I guess if you belong to those groups, then you might see some of the comments as offensive. But overall, I think they should not have removed comments over the entire platform, because I've heard from a lot of people that was one of the big things that made Crunchyroll stand out. It's the fact that they had comments and like the community was able to interact with each other and talk underneath the episode. So now that they're removing that, it's like, well, that's another reason not to use Crunchyroll for a lot of people out there. So that's going to be pretty much it for our first topic. Crunchyroll disables comments, and now we move on to our second topic here. This one's a little bit more on the fun side. I found this one and I thought it was hilarious just from the title alone. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. So, the truck industry blames isekai anime and manga for giving them a bad reputation. When I read this, I started dying laughing because, like, it's so common in anime where there's like truck-kun out there that's just a giant car driving down, slams into someone, and then they get isekai'd into another world. But to think that the truck industry is actually mad about this is hilarious to me, man. So let's figure out why they're so mad exactly. Here it says, the trucking industry in Japan is raising concerns about its image being tarnished by popular fiction. According to transport business owners, the frequent use of trucks in scenes depicting fatal accidents in isekai anime and manga is creating a subconscious fear of trucks among viewers. In movies, dramas, manga, and anime, it's always a truck that's used in scenes where characters die in traffic accidents. During a discussion about the image problems in the transportation industry, one business owner from Shizuoka Prefecture argued that the repeated exposure to these scenes, particularly in isekai anime and manga, where trucks are often depicted as causing fatal traffic accidents involving key characters, is creating a negative association with trucks, especially for young audiences. And he even gives a statement here. There's a well-known brainwashing technique called subliminal messaging. If this is being used to imprint on the human subconscious, then the aforementioned scenes we naturally see on TV and in manga from childhood are ample material to form a fear or dislike of trucks and the like. Considering that people emotionally invest in these stories, the effect is tremendous. So what are you guys' thoughts on children being traumatized by truck-kun killing their favorite MC? And should we put a stop to this? Should we start working on finding a train or an airplane or something else and
Hey,
not just
man,
trucks all the time?
I was tired of this to begin with, so
Mhm.
so with the whole truck running over people, and then they got isekai to a whole nother world, bro.
Mhm.
So hey, if the truck industry is like that mad about it, do I blame them? No, not really. But honestly though, it's just like I really can't speak too much on it, bro, because it's just
Mhm.
like, yo, like this like people actually like there's accidents that actually happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like lives are actually in danger when
Mhm.
it comes to those accidents. I can't say certain words on here, but it's just like
Yeah.
yeah, I can see both ways of like why they should and why they shouldn't. I
Mhm.
mean, after you reading this article, it makes sense,
Mhm.
you know. But this is the thing. The next question is just like, dang, what's gonna happen for the Isekai fans? I mean, if it's
Mhm.
not a truck, what is it gonna be a plane? If
That's what
it's
I'm
not a
saying,
plane, is
man.
it gonna be a train? Is it
They're
if
gonna
it's not
find
a train,
something.
bro? You feel me?
Mhm.
Like I don't know, bro. Like,
Oh gosh.
hey man, like I don't know, bro.
All
But
right,
what's your thoughts on it?
Rashad.
Bro, it's actually so funny how both of these articles kind of tie in to what like I'm about to say next because I don't want to say too much spoilers, but I remember when I was watching Tokyo Revengers, right? And you know, certain scenes was getting spicy, and I think the previous season or whatever, and they were chasing after a certain someone
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God.
Yes, they were
Yeah,
chasing
yeah.
after a certain someone, and I was like, "Oh, wee man, I can't wait to see what happens next," because they left off on a cliffhanger. And then I read the comment section, and somebody was like, "Oh man, y'all can't wait! I can't wait for Truck Kun." And I was like, "Truck Kun? Who is what?
Yeah, bro.
What
They
is that?"
wild.
And then I was like, "Oh, okay, I see."
Yeah.
But
Yes.
nah, this is actually funny. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's crazy.
Yeah, like it's crazy to me that they're actually like mad about this. It makes me wonder what made them realize that this was a problem. Like, are they just driving down the road and then there's people like shrieking in terror on the sidewalk because there's a truck driving by? Like, it I can't even imagine what would lead to this. But that's pretty much it for this story. Just them like giving their thoughts and stuff. I don't think anything's gonna change from
Mhm.
this. I just brought it
Hey,
up because I thought it was funny.
for one quick thing, for if anyone watched Eminence and Shadow, bro, we all know
Hmm.
about that one MC, bro. So if people
Yep.
are like that, I'm not finished my sentence. You feel me? That's
Hmm.
why I see
Mhm.
both sides, bro. You could be crazy as the MC for Eminence and Shadow, or it's just like I don't
Yeah.
know, bro, because I really can't say certain words
Hmm.
on
It's
here, bro.
it's
I'm not trying
actually
to get
funny because like, bro,
yeah.
now that I really sit there and think about it, bro, it's like there is a lot of Chuck deaths in anime. I didn't
There
even know.
are a lot,
Yeah,
man.
a
There are
lot,
a
a
lot.
bit, like
I think there was. I think there was one in reincarnated as a slime, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was one in there. There was one in. Well, no, I think in Saga of Tanya the Evil, it might have been a train. But
Mm.
yeah, there are
yeah,
so many actual isekai that start with a truck. But I mean I can kind of understand why some people might be traumatized because like it is a car accident at the end of the
yeah,
day. But the way it's
sure,
usually portrayed in anime is usually just like, the character's walking, you like hear a honk, and then you see a bright flash. They don't actually show the accident happening. They don't actually show, well, sometimes they do, but for the most part, it's not portrayed in a like traumatic or dramatic way.
yeah.
So usually I see it more like as a comedy, kind of like a running gag in anime where like,
Facts.
oh, this random truck comes out of nowhere and now this guy's an OPMC in a magical
Right.
world.
Turn into a
Yeah,
spider, bro. Like, hey.
yeah, it's turned into a vending
Oh,
machine.
I
And
hate that anime, bro. But
I don't know if I should say this, bro, but are they trying to imply that Japanese people can't drive? That is-
Hey, hold on. They might
hey,
be.
yo,
They might be.
you heard it here, folks.
Right?
no,
Listen.
bro, that's just crazy.
Hey, man.
Dang, man. Who knows what they're implying here? All right, let's
Mm-mm-mm.
see what we got
Um,
next. Oh, okay. So, I hopefully I put these in order. But so for the next topic, it says upcoming anime X Western comic collab. So I want you guys before we get into this to guess what anime and what Western comic are coming up with a collab here.
I already know.
What is it?
And
Well, name one.
I'll let Amir go first because I know exactly which one you're talking about.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't. Well, I don't know if it's that new isekai that's out, or if there's maybe something else that I never heard of. It's probably a collab that I never heard of, but I
I
know the
will
past
say,
collabs though.
I will
But
say both of them are incredibly popular series.
they're popular.
They're huge. One of them is a huge Western comic, and the other one is a huge anime series.
Is it one like is it's not a typical Marvel or DC? Is it?
No,
Mm.
not Marvel.
Wow, it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you're gonna be so
This
shocked.
is. Please
Yeah,
say it. I need to
'cause
know.
it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time, right?
Oh
I
my
need to know.
gosh.
I need to know. What is it?
Okay, so the collab is Naruto X
I knew it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
I
Turtles,
knew
bro.
it.
They're coming up with a crossover comic, and like I said, it makes sense, but it doesn't, cause like they're ninjas. They're all ninjas, right?
Mhm.
So should make sense on one hand, but they're from completely different worlds. We're from like, you know, old school Japan, and then here we're in like New York City, I think. So how the heck are these worlds gonna collide? How are they even gonna meet with each other? What's gonna make them want to work together? Who's gonna be the enemy? So many questions here. But before, oh, hold on, that artwork is kind of fire though. We'll wait for that. Okay. So IDW Publishing has announced an interesting fusion of Japanese and Western pop culture with a new crossover comic featuring Naruto and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This collaborative comic miniseries is set to debut on October 2024, so it's coming up pretty quick in both physical and digital formats. The news was first leaked on a Russian TMNT forum, Turtle Power, which provided details about the release window and the cover art for the comic series. According to the leak, the cover art for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Naruto is illustrated by DC comic artist George Jimenez. So here's the art for it. And I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty fire. This is clean, bro. I really like this.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they all have like kind of sort of the leaf symbols on their head. And they fit the Naruto art style perfectly, bro. I think this was really well done. And they also look a little bit different cuz I think usually when I've seen these characters, they've all had their like headbands kind of like Michelangelo where it's just around the eyes. But seeing it go over their whole heads like this, seeing the little pieces of samurai armor and stuff, I think this is going to be fire, bro. I can't wait for this. But not final art. And then here's the artist here, kind of, sketching the big art piece we saw up here. Further details regarding the plot details of writers are yet to be revealed. Naruto, oh, well, I guess this just explains what each of these series are. But what are you guys' thoughts on this collab? Are you going to be peeping? Are you going to be, staying up to date with it? Do you think that there could potentially be an anime to come from this? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna let you go, Herschel.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. You already know what this is, man.
What?
Cash grab, cash grab, cash grab, bro. Come on now.
Yep.
And listen,
Yeah.
I don't want to be the party pooper, man, but
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, bro. Naruto and TMNT, like,
Well, do you think it's not gonna be good though? Like, yeah, I think it's a cash grab too,
yeah.
where it's like they're taking two popular series, trying to bring Western audience over and then bring the Japanese audience over. But do you think it has the potential to be good, or do you think it's gonna fall flat on his face?
I mean, I think because they have, such big fan bases, it's still going to sell and do good. But I just don't know what story would you make with this because, like, yeah, TMNT are ninjas just like Naruto and them. But, bro, come on now. If they get in a fight with, let's just say, a low Genning, bro, and they get hit with Shadow Clone Jutsu or something like that, bro, or hit them with a Rasengan, they're dead.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Someone hasn't read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics.
Oh, gosh.
Because these guys are actually crazy. Like,
Okay.
if you read the comics, they're actually insane. Kind of like the Power Rangers, how when we saw them on TV, they're kind of goofy, nothing too wild,
Yeah,
but the
for sure.
comics are actually fire. Just like Sonic, how in the Sonic series, it's nothing really crazy. He's just super fast. but then in the comics, he's like
Comics
the
is totally
fastest thing
different,
to
right?
exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Ninja Turtles are kind of the same way. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at how capable these guys actually are. But you're right, they don't have like ninjutsu and stuff. Now, if they did give them that for this series,
They
that could
probably
be
will.
crazy.
Yeah, that
could
would be good.
crazy.
Yeah, I think they're going to, yeah, because like I just seen some. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know if anyone watched Ruby
Mm-hmm.
RWB, right? And they
Yep.
did a whole, damn it, what is it called, man? Oh no! What is it? The league. What is the DC thing? They got Batman,
The Justice
Superman,
League?
Justice League, yeah,
Mhm.
and they did a whole.
Collab.
Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a bug with y'all, man. I'm not really a fan with this whole crossover collab thing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it a bug.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
at the same time, I'm seeing this cover art right now. This one actually looks fire. It actually looks flames.
Mhm.
Now, when they brought up saying like, oh, they might give the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles some, abilities,
Mhm.
I
Now
feel like
things are
most
getting interesting.
definitely that's gonna happen.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like, it's not gonna be a whole background explaining of like why they gain the abilities,
Mhm.
because this is a fan service thing.
Yeah.
It's a fan service thing, bro. Just like you said,
It
it's a
is
cash and
100.
grab, But hopefully it's flames.
Mhm.
Just hopefully, because the past couple of ones that I've seen was just
They didn't hit.
yeah, there was,
Mhm.
I just never, I just never got into it. I was just like, yo, like, what are they
Yeah.
really doing right now? They're just putting this out just because. But if they
Mhm.
can, you know,
Yeah, I think they
if
could make something happen, but
they,
they're equally likely to, just completely crash and burn here with this
yeah,
series. But
My oh god.
go ahead.
No, I was
If
gonna
you
say my thing is like, bro, I don't understand why these animators and stuff will go out and collab with other comics when we haven't really got an anime collab at all, bro. I can't think of any anime
Yeah,
to where
good
they
point.
collab together. And like
Mhm.
I've seen, some interviews and stuff online where all these creators and manga authors and stuff will, what I'm saying, give props to other creators and stuff, but it seemed like none of them want to collab together. So I'm just like, when I see this, I'm just like, bro, this is literally clearly just a cash grab. And if anything, instead of doing it with Naruto, they should do it with Boruto. Naruto don't need no
Oh, no,
publicity, bro.
see,
Come on
no
now.
one would watch that now. No one.
hey, they got a game for it, don't
Yeah,
they?
they're trying to get money, Rashad. They're not trying to burn their series down.
That's hey, but you know what? For the collabs, talking about collabs and stuff, they did. I don't know if this is considered as a collab, but Isekai Quartet. There's
Okay.
different type of isekais out there. That
Mhm.
was for example,
There was Overlord,
Ray Zero,
Slime, ReZero, yep.
Mhm.
Tanya.
Yep, and was Konosuba in that one or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was
They
pretty
all,
cool.
and it's to
Mhm.
me, it's like hilarious. Like that's
Yeah.
one of my like my short favorite anime series. That's how I was just
Mhm.
like, yo, this kind of, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it
They
does.
they probably didn't go out the same way, but it's just like, yo, one thought he was going to become an OP character, which he didn't, Konosuba,
Mhm.
and one of them did. One of them is trying to fight against the whole world. One of them is fighting for the world. Like, what I
Yeah,
mean? They all met at one spot. So I don't know if that's
mhm.
considered as a collab, or maybe it's just a crossover. Crossover is more
Yeah.
fitting,
I
but
I'd say it's probably more of a collab because I'd imagine
collab?
all of
Okay.
them like work together to plan out the episodes and stuff.
Okay.
And they even isn't in the openings and endings weren't like the characters singing together from all the
Yeah.
different series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm.
Yep. So that's pretty much it for this topic.
Mhm.
Now, the next one. I want you guys to guess. Again, we're going to play a little game here.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Creators of blank want to make their anime into an Olympic sport. Creators of blank want to make their anime into an Olympic sport, and I can
I'm
tell
gonna
you
let
right
Rashad
now,
guess.
I will give
Mm.
$10 if either of you can guess within the first 3 guesses.
Can you give us a hint? So
I
okay,
can't.
okay.
I can't.
Oh,
Not
What?
with
can I
money
What
guess?
on
can?
the line. Not with money on the line.
I mean, I just want to know:
Can I
is
guess?
it from
Oh,
like
okay.
recent anime or like
No,
no recent? Okay.
it is OG.
Okay, that's
It's a
fine.
That's the one
Beyblade.
hint I'll give you. God, my God, no way. No
It's
way.
Beyblade.
No
I
way,
read an
no way,
article
no
about
way.
it. I actually read an
Wait,
article about it.
Really?
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually, I'm actually serious.
You
Oh,
know
that's
what? I'll just hand the
crazy.
reins over to you, Amir. No,
Yeah, listen, bro, because it's just like, yo, it's I think IGN made a post about it, so it was just like they were actually serious, or they were hinting about it making it to actually be an Olympic sport.
Mhm.
But I do see the fans of saying like they're actually down for it. These are
Yeah.
like diehard fans. Like they're just like,
Mhm.
what? Beyblade is as an Olympic sport? Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
have tournaments in New York. What are you talking about, bro? They have it outside. They have it in I'm pretty sure like in stores too.
Mhm.
You know, they would have Blade tournaments through generations, bro. Especially when Metal Fusion was out. Everyone
Yes,
was,
sir.
bro. It's either Bakugan or Beyblade, bro.
One of those two.
Yeah, it's one of
Mhm.
those two. So, but do I see it as an Olympic sport?
Wait, hold on. Before we get on
You're
tape,
my fault.
before we
Go
get on
ahead, go
tape,
ahead, go ahead.
I do have the article here, and I'll
Yeah, go
PayPal
ahead.
you the 10 after we're done recording. We got a long session
You
here.
don't need to give me the 10. It's cool.
Okay. All right. So, Beyblade creators want to make Beyblade an Olympic sport. Beyblade, the spinning top game that captured the hearts of millions since its inception in 1999, is making waves once again. With its creators envisioning it as a potential Olympic sport, Beyblade is not just a nostalgic pastime, but a competitive activity with a global appeal. Kenji Horikoshi, one of the key designers behind Beyblade, has expressed a unique vision for the game while speaking to Metro. He sees Beyblade as a gear assisted sport, akin to golf or skateboarding, while the idea of Beyblade becoming an Olympic sport has often been mentioned in jest. There is a genuine hope among its creators that this dream could one day become a reality. And then he says here, our mission here is to make sure we continue innovating as the years progress, even without it being an Olympic sport, we just want to make sure people globally can have a chance to really appreciate and play with each other and have the competitive feel, Horikoshi himself said. So, thoughts on if they did, let's say it was just a one-time thing, an event that they held in the Olympics where there was an actual Beyblade tournament. What do you guys think,
Go
bro? Is
ahead,
this
Rashad.
fire or is this
Bro,
trash?
that is like my childhood dream, bro.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I came when he said that, I was like, what? Like that.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fire,
That would.
bro. But there's gonna be there's got to be a lot of rules in place too, because
For
one thing with
sure.
Beyblade, bro, you can like, especially with technology, bro, you can do all types of stuff. I know
Yeah.
back then they used to have Beyblades where they were like battery powered, so if they got hit, they could keep going if you press a button or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know,
There's
but
definitely gonna be some cheaters for sure.
yeah,
Especially
exactly.
they had when Bay Wheels came out, bro.
Oh, bro.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Man, if I was like just younger a little bit, I would have been excited. Like I'd be like,
Dude,
yo,
I'd still be
Beyblade
hyped,
as
bro.
an Olympic sport, like if they do it, like it's whatever. But
Mhm.
like he said, there has to be rules, bro, and there has to be a certain age for our participants to be in this. I feel like to the
Age.
age of
Yeah.
no, like you want to see a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What's wrong with that?
Really?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
All
What's
I'm
wrong
saying
with
is,
that?
Huh?
I felt like Beyblade. No, like we can still show love for it as grown-ups. I'm not saying that, but it's just like I feel like it's more popular within a younger audience as like kids. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
because
you gotta think, man. There are some people that grew up when they were kids. They
yeah,
grew up with Beyblade, and now
I
they're
know that.
finally able to live their dream on the stage, bro. You
I
can't take
know
that
that.
away from them.
Actually,
I'm not saying take that away from them, but I just feel like there are some like I'm just seeing it as a different perspective, bro. Like
Mhm.
if it's gonna be an all age Olympic Beyblade sport, bro, like you're gonna have I know it's in a cartoon, but like that was a cartoon. You want a 50-year-old man against a 12-year-old?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amir has a point. He has a point. He has a point.
Like there's like weirdos out there. I'm thinking about the safety. So you
Yeah.
have to separate the gaps between the age groups. That's why I was just
Okay.
like, yo, you guys, you can't mix all of it. You saying like taking it away, bro? You're trying to take away the safety of the people. What are you?
Hold on.
Listen.
Oh,
Wait.
All I'm saying
We're
is like,
getting way
yo,
off the rails.
12-year-olds gotta be with the 12-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
18-year-olds gotta be with the 18-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And as
then,
of
like,
our age,
I don't know,
like 30-year-olds
30
gotta be with the 30-year-olds.
Sure.
I'm not trying to see a 60-year-old man up against a 10-year-old. That's
But-
not gonna happen. Parents are gonna be livid. Yo,
No,
the parents and their kids say that I had my kid with me watching a
Mhm.
Beyblade Olympic like on live, bro, and they're gonna be
Mhm.
like, "Yo, that guy's 60 and that kid's 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I want my son and daughter to be in that?"
How is
And
there
you-
safety
And
in
you gotta
jeopardy
think,
here?
and you gotta think of the generation that we're part in too. Like, probably back then they wouldn't care, but for right now, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's more of a safety thing, bro. So I feel like that's
Okay.
gonna play a. I feel like that's gonna play a part. I feel like if it's gonna be one of the rules, they have to separate the groups. They can still be a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it should like be separated like groups. I don't believe the whole a grown man against a 10-year-old kid because kids are like, especially like when they're younger, like they're more sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Especially just like when we grew up on Beyblade. We're probably all of us competitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know? They're just like, yeah, like, like if they showing off, they're like, yo, I'm the champion, bro. Like I beat this 10-year-old kid, bro. No one's not messing with me, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If
And
you
then
can't handle
people on the
heat,
TV,
that's
they're gonna be
not
like,
the
yo,
kitchen.
and people on the TV, they're gonna be like, yo, he's an asshole. Definitely not pin my kid into this.
See, but that's the storyline, though. And then another kid's gonna rise up. This 10-year-old prodigy from Texas comes
Bro.
in, and he's able to take down the
Their
reigning
parents ain't gonna
champion,
allow
bro.
it, bro. I even know, like, I'm not that parent. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna allow it, and I think it's not gonna be a long running thing. It's definitely gonna get canceled if they
Well,
don't
yeah,
make that rule.
Okay, let me push back a bit.
Go ahead.
Number one, I don't see this being like a long-term thing.
Yeah.
At most, I could see this maybe like a once-off tournament for the
Right.
Olympics.
Right.
Secondly, I personally don't see how their safety would be in danger because I'd imagine that for anyone under 18 to compete, they would have to have a parent with them as like a coach or something, just, on the edge of the ring watching. And then
Okay.
they go in, they compete, they spin the tops, and then once the match is over, they just leave right with their parents. I don't see the people that are older and the kids having time to interact at all, where something could happen.
If you could see the news.
Yeah, but with the parents right there with them, though.
I'm just saying, like, bro, some parents don't even keep eyes on their kids at a
But
playground,
the
bro.
kids won't be allowed.
Like,
Bro.
what are you talking?
Bro.
Like, but I'm just saying, like, I see what you're coming from, and I agree, but like anything can happen. The impossible, the impossible can like happen, bro. Like, there's
I
just no way
understand.
like that wouldn't happen.
Oh my
bro. That's
God.
why I was just like, yo, if Beyblade makes it as an Olympic sport, go ahead. I'm all for it. Like, you know what I mean? I've been waiting for this day. I was messing with Beyblade, like all of us was messing with Beyblade.
Yeah.
Heavy, bro. Especially like if you have your you got like neighbors and you're friends with the neighbors' kids or whatever. Like when you're like younger, at least especially for me, bro.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. I mean,
Okay.
I just
Okay.
want certain rules to play out. I just don't want to be like, yo, let's just put this here. Let's go off for it.
No, I agree. I think there definitely
like,
should be rules, but I'd imagine it'd be like those rules would be like no-brainers. Like,
yeah.
if you're a parent and you're taking your kid to compete in the Olympics, I doubt you're gonna leave your kid on their own to just roam around and I guess just do whatever. I think if I was there with my kid and they were competing, I'd be like right in their corner. They're like having a practice session against someone like backstage. I'd be right there, like, oh, smash him, get him, let it rip, all that stuff. But
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Oh,
But that's you though. Not all
Yeah,
parents are like
not
that because
everyone's like
like
that.
some
Yeah,
people leave their babies in their car in a
Yeah.
hot ass summer
yeah,
while they're shopping
Yeah.
in Walmart.
yeah.
I'm just saying, bro.
No,
And I actually
that's
seen that
valid. That's
happen
valid.
not too long ago when they tried to Bull forgot
I
his
think I
keys
know
in the
what you're talking
car.
about
And
too.
they're like, yo,
Oh, I know
open the
exactly what you're
door.
talking about.
Open the No, I actually seen that happen like not too
Yeah.
long ago, like 2 weeks ago at a Walmart because I had to go get something. And they're just like, yo, open the I'm saying like, yo, they left their kid in there, bro.
That's crazy.
They left their
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
in, like, that's why I'm just like,
Yeah, okay, I feel that.
you know, like, hey, man.
I wouldn't be mad if they
Yeah.
did split it up into like age groups,
Yeah.
but I also think it would be fire if
Yeah.
there was like, someone that's been doing this for years, that's like,
Mhm.
40 years old. They have this down to a science. They have this like mechanically engineered Beyblade, and then you just see a freaking 5-year-old kid, new
Yeah.
kid on the block, prodigy, shut him down and take the gold medal. That would be fire.
Bro,
Man,
But
I just
I'm not even
Go
gonna
ahead,
lie,
go
bro. Like legit,
Mhm.
I just see this being like a South Park episode, bro. Like
I'm
I ain't even
God,
I'm gonna be real, bro, because we're in like 2024, man. As you know, because we're thinking, okay, everything's gonna be friendly and stuff like that. But bro, you see how many streamers nowadays are doing these little catch predators and stuff like that, bro. This is like a whole new world for them to try to get kids, bro. So I'm just like, man, as cool as it would be, bro, but this right here is just not gonna end well, bro.
I don't see these situations realistically playing out in the way you guys think. I know it's possible. I know it could happen, but I'd imagine on like at the Olympics at such a big stage, all these cameras and eyes on you. I don't see how. I mean, obviously, irresponsible parents are always a factor, right? That could always play into it. So for that reason, I can see where you guys are coming from. But for most standard, decent, sane parents, that would never happen in a million years. But on the off chance that it could happen, I agree with you guys. But one thing I do have to say, bro, just imagine the Olympics start, the competitors, they walk up to the edge of the ring. And then obviously, the ring's not going to be too big.
Yeah.
So you got cameramen with giant big screens zoomed into the match about to start. And then there's just dead silence. And you hear the countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And then the crowd all comes together and says, "Let it rip," bro. That would be so gas.
That would be gas, bro.
It would,
I feel
bro.
like this should be a special. The reason why I brought up that argument is because I care. Like I care about
I
Beyblade.
agree.
It's one of my childhood, like what I
Mhm.
mean. But I was just like, yo, you gotta realize, even though like you're right, Cloudy, like it's gonna be on live TV.
Mhm.
You have cameras and people around, but like, dude,
Yeah, there's still a
like
chance.
there's crazy people, especially with the that's why I'm saying anything could happen, bro. So
It
that's why it's
does,
just like, hey,
Oh, God.
whoever puts Beyblade in an Olympic sport, bro, if you can put those rules in there, bro, I'll listen.
That'd be
Oh,
gas.
Be
God.
at the Olympics, bro. I'll watch. Like, you know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
I'm in that joint, bro. Like, I want to see this joint happen, bro. I'm gonna go fan crazy. You might see me on TV.
Mhm.
Shoot, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, when I had a yard sale, I had to sell all my Beyblade. That was a childhood, like, I had to let that shit go. But like, hey,
Mhm.
if we can reignite that, bro, that would go good with the brand.
Yeah, that would be
What?
Mhm.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just my nuts.
I feel that. I see where you guys are coming from,
Yeah.
and I know Rashad is just like he's writing out the South Park script as we speak.
No, because I can just see, bro, like, just like pretty much piggybacking what Amir was saying, bro. It's like that ass, bro. Like in the world we live in today, bro, all ages can never happen, bro. Like it's just too, you know what I'm saying? It's too toxic out here, man. We're seeing
I
new
agree with
creators
that.
and stuff left and right coming out and stuff like that, bro. It just, it would be lit though. The idea, like you said,
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
3, 2, 1, that'd be lit. But come on, bro, they gonna be letting rip something else, bro.
In a perfect, okay, all right. Next topic, next topic. That is wild. I never would have thought we'd get on that one. All right. No,
right.
hold on, because I'm gonna turn off my
man.
screen share because I don't know if I want to go into this. Oh, never mind. Let me turn it back on because there's a part 2 to this.
What?
I forgot. There is a part 2 to this story. Let me put it back on. Boom. The Otaku Guild is organizing Otaku Olympiad, however you say that. The first sports event for anime fans in India. When I saw this, I thought, that's kind of fire. So let's get into it. Did I highlight? Okay, I lost the highlight. But says here, Otaku Olympiad, a sports event inspired by beloved sports anime series like Kuroko's Basketball, Slam Dunk, and Haikyuu. The events aim to celebrate the dynamic energy of sports anime while bringing that same spirit to real-life competitions. Sports anime often highlights themes of teamwork, perseverance, and personal growth, and the Otaku Guild aims to embody these values in Otaku Olympiad. By organizing tournaments and events based on popular sports anime, they then try to blend the excitement of anime with the thrill of live sports, allowing fans to experience their favorite stories tangibly and interactively. Down here, Otaku Olympiad is a series of sports tournaments inspired. Okay, we read that. The first event of this series was a chess competition held online in the lickchess.org platform. The chess tournament was based on Death Note, which is not a sports anime, but the battle of wits between Light and L has led to this inspiration. With participation from across the globe to a successful completion of the event was a grand success indeed. The results of the chess tournament are as follows, with Rahul Bose secured first place, Aji Bagus Wikaksano secured second place. So here's the bracket right here. I think this is pretty cool. So what are your initial thoughts before we get into some of the other sports that they had? What are you guys' thoughts on the Otaku Olympiad having like anime inspired sports competitions?
Fire.
Fire? Okay.
I think it's cool.
Now, going into this, I thought, okay, what's the difference between the Otaku Olympiad and just regular sports?
Right.
And first thing I thought is I'd imagine that they would be, I feel like it'd be more high energy, bro. I feel like people would really be into it. Like in Haikyuu, they really be into it.
Yeah.
And so imagining people that have seen that show and they bring that energy to the actual sport, I think that'd make it a lot more exciting to watch. So down here we have some of the like anime and the competitions that they had tied into those. So we have Kuroko's Basket, Slam Dunk. Teams will compete in a 3v3 format, mimicking the intense matches seen in the anime. I think that's pretty cool. Blue Lock. This will be a 5v5 tournament where several teams will compete against each other on turf to score the final goal. That sounds pretty fire. Haikyuu. The matches will be a 7v7 format to determine whose jumps are the highest while smashing the opposing teams. That seems like that'd probably be the most hype out of all of them, bro. I've never even seen Haikyuu, but from the clips I've seen and stuff, I can't wait to see how this would
I
play
can't
out,
even
bro.
imagine how they act, bro.
And then Boundary, an Indian manga, the Otaku Guild team was intrigued by the cricket-based manga from Cosmetics Entertainment, which inspired them to capture the spirit of Boundary and extend the story beyond 22 yards. So, what else? Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much it for this. But I think it's pretty cool how they're like kind of making their own Otaku Olympics. Would you compete, and in what sport would you compete?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't compete, but that's just me.
Okay, yeah, fake fan.
I would watch.
Okay.
I would watch. You know, I'll be a viewer um or a fan. I don't know
Yeah,
what you call it.
spectator.
Or a spectator. Yeah, I'll be a
Yep.
spectator because like I know it's gonna be interesting and stuff because I'm
Mhm.
not gonna lie. Between where is it called? Otaku Olympic?
Yep.
Olympic?
Otaku Olympic. I
Olympic?
don't know how to say it, but
Yeah.
yeah, one of
So
those.
Otaku Olympic and their sports and our sports, bro. Like, would I play? Would I like to be in the NBA? Hell yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But would I be in an Otaku Olympic? I think it's just different energy. It's a different energy, different what's the word I'm looking for? Competitiveness.
Mhm.
I think it's just also different rules and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I've seen all those animes that you just listed right there.
Mhm.
IQ, I only seen a little bit of it. I'm not gonna lie and see. I've seen all of it. I've seen a little bit of it. I
Mhm.
definitely seen some like Blue Lock, and for Blue Lock, they get
Yeah.
they get zoned in, bro. Now we
Mhm.
can relate to some of those characters whoever participate in sports,
Mhm.
you know, but they listen. The difference is between us and them is just like they have effects, you know. They got power ups, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Like, do
Mhm.
we got power ups? I don't think so. Like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
definitely Kuroko's basketball. I don't
Mhm.
know if I'm mixing it up with this other anime that I'm thinking of. They have like this. You know how in Naruto they have the Sharingan and stuff, but I think
Mhm.
Kuroko Basket I think it's like a emperor whatever they have that they for each character
Mhm.
that activates like their different abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I was just like, I don't know, bro. I'm
Mhm.
that's just me. I wouldn't, but I would definitely watch. I would definitely be interested of watching it. You
So,
know.
if I were
Uh,
to right now form a three-man team for their basketball tournament, you're not joining? Me, you, and Rashad? You know,
I mean,
we can
like if
keep
it's
going
the
with
three of us,
competition.
yo,
Mhm.
if Rashad and you are, I'll join too. But it's just
Okay,
like, yo,
okay.
Mhm.
would I join a random team? I would
Oh,
say
no,
no.
no, no, no. I
That's what
wouldn't
I'm
either.
saying. I'm just
Mhm.
like, yo, that's like a difference. Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
one of y'all be like, yo, we might have to
Let's get
participate
this
in this.
bag real
You
quick.
know, like we gotta get this bag real quick.
Mhm.
Say less, bro. I'm
Mhm.
what? I
Yeah,
played street
yeah.
ball for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same here, same
Like,
here. We got this.
I
We
mean,
got this.
I can get competitive. You know what I mean? I'm not a bully, but it's just like,
Mhm.
listen, I see
Yeah, I don't know
basketball
about
as
Rashad. He might be, a little washed up.
oh,
Nah,
oh,
hold
why
on,
is
hold
he
on.
talking like that?
Wait,
Why is he
wait,
talking like
wait,
that?
wait. See, I
I'm
know.
just
Wait.
saying, man, he's mighty
I'll wait for my
quiet.
turn. I'll wait for my turn.
Okay, no, go ahead, Rashad. I'm done.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to.
Off rip, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I 1000% would do this just because I love sports, watch sports, played sports,
Okay.
at a pretty decent level, high school level. So I would definitely do this, except for haiku, just because, bro, one, I cannot jump like that. So I don't even want to
Yeah,
try to
right.
attempt that. And two, if they're talking about jumping as high as haiku, I know, Cloudy, you said you seen it, bro. They jump
Mhm.
high as hell. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
attempt to do
Yeah,
that.
they do, bro.
So yeah. But
you need a
oh,
parachute to get down, bro.
bro, if we especially the basketball one, bro, we winning that all day, every day. It don't matter who we play
Hell
against, bro.
yeah.
Cause I'm like that. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I haven't, cause
Okay, okay.
I just been an
Okay.
anime only thing, bro. But like I said, I really used to do this, bro. So
All
what I'm
right, all right,
saying?
all
We
right.
can play
Hey,
Okay.
that.
what they call
So,
it, unk
okay.
status?
Yeah, man.
Ugh,
Hey,
status.
man. Dude.
Yeah, I'm down,
I
bro.
think I think if they were to do this, I would 100% compete, but only if they had a if they had a tennis tournament that was based off of Prince of Tennis. I'd 100% join that.
Mm.
That'd be fire. But I just thought that was pretty cool, and it's kind of, in
Sure.
theme because the Olympics are going on. So we got these
Facts.
Otaku Olympics here. And now I'm gonna move on to the next topic. All right, so we got some fun topics, but before we
Mhm.
get into that, we have a little bit of a more serious topic. So we're gonna need
Okay.
to lock in for just a little bit, you know.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna pull it up here, and then I have it on 1.5 times speed. Well, no, I don't even think you guys can hear it. Can you, Rashad?
I can try it real quick.
Well, we don't have to play the audio. I'll just read it. Um, okay. So this topic is going to be about them in Japan having a ceremony to celebrate, or not celebrate, but to kind of commemorate 5 years since the Kyoto animation arson attack. Now, do you guys know about this? Have you heard about
Yeah.
this?
Mm-hmm.
You guys do? Okay. So, it's been 5 years since then, which is crazy
Which
because
is insane, yeah.
it is. Because I remember like making videos back then, and when this all happened, there were like a bunch of people in my comment section saying like rest in peace and stuff, and I think I even like said a little part about it. But it's crazy to see how much time has passed. And lately, well, let's get into the topic. A ceremony was held in the city of Kyoto on Thursday to pray for the victims of an arson attack on Kyoto Animation's #1 studio 5 years ago. A total of 144 people, including bereaved relatives of Hideaki Hata, president and CEO of the anime production company, attended the ceremony at the former site of the studio. So, I think that's pretty cool. The fact that so many people showed up all this time later. Clearly this was a big event, especially for the anime community as a whole, because Kyoto Animation is one of the like bigger animation studios out there. It's my personal favorite, and we'll get into some of the anime that they worked on in a bit. But to continue, the participants offered a moment of silence in the private ceremony, which began around 10:30 a.m. According to Kyoto Animation. We have walked step by step, firmly remembering the victims throughout. Thoughts will be passed on by continuing to create works. Hata said in a speech, "We will continue to make and deliver works with the aspirations left by everyone in our hearts." And when I read this, I thought that was pretty cool because it kind of made me think of I'm trying to think what anime was that from. I think it was from Naruto, wasn't it? Where like at the end it was like everybody, it was like Kakashi, his mom and dad, they were all kind of like reaching out and putting their hand on his
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I kind of feel like that's going on with the people working at Kyoto Animation, where all of the other past workers, friends, and family are all like, kind of pushing them forward to keep this company alive and going strong. I thought that was pretty cool. And then let's see. I know they mentioned. Okay, here it is. So this is about the actual culprit behind the arson attack. It says the arson attack occurred on July 18th, 2019, leaving 36 people dead and 32 others injured. Rest in peace to all of them. Shinji Aoba, 46, was indicted on murder and other charges for allegedly pouring gasoline on the studio and setting it on fire. Kyoto District Court sentenced Aoba to death in January. The defendant has appealed the decision. Um, and I think that's it for him specifically. But I just thought that was interesting because I believe Japan is one of the few countries to this day that still have the death penalty. I was expecting that this guy would be like locked up forever, but to hear that he was like sentenced to death, it's like, I mean, if you're gonna do anything to deserve it, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah, I can't think of many things worse than this. So, and I don't know if it was ever said anywhere why he did it, but I guess it doesn't matter because you shouldn't do this in the first place.
But that wasn't that years later that they finally caught the person? Because I
I
could have swore I seen it on YouTube.
I
Like
think so.
it
I
was
think
like
they
a
initially
recent
didn't know who
post
it
of
was.
like they finally caught the person that actually like burnt down the facility.
Hmm.
Because I do remember I was reading an article about it, of
Hmm.
like that burning down. I actually was kind of sad. I was just like, yo, like that's like like insane, bro. And I feel like
Hmm.
they weren't they figuring out like a monument or a statue where to put at a
Yep.
certain place, and people were talking about like they didn't want it at like a certain place, and they were
Hmm.
struggling with that. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was a thing or not, but
I think it's actually in this video somewhere, but yeah, yeah. This is the monument that they made. Fans visited a park in the neighboring city of Uji where a memorial monument was unveiled
mhm,
4 days earlier. This is pretty cool. I really like this.
yeah.
And um so going off of that, are there any Kyoto Animation anime that you guys like? Any personal favorites? I know there's some big movies in here as well. I guess I'll start.
Oh god.
Dragon Maid,
I know it.
fire. Hibike Euphonium or Sound Euphonium, also fire. But I think my personal favorite, Nichijou. Shout out to
Yeah.
Nichijou, one of my
Nichijou is
favorite
fire.
comedies of all time. And I also see. I know I give not Full Metal. I know I give mecha anime a lot of flack, but
Full Metal Panic.
Yep, Full Metal Panic was
Hey
actually
man.
fire. But I think my favorite out of all of them is easily Violet Evergarden. So
Mm.
sick. There's also some big movies that they worked on, obviously. Like I think it was Silent Voice.
Yeah.
They
One
worked
of
on
my
that.
all-time favorites.
Yep,
Yeah.
huge movie. So are there any of these series that you guys are personal big fans of?
Um,
Yeah, I
I
saw.
definitely seen Dragon Maid. No, go ahead. My fault.
No, I was gonna say I saw a Clan Ad After Story for sure.
Mhm. Yep, I think
Um,
that was down here. Yep,
hmm.
Clanad.
So
Oh,
is Kyoto like are they like the home of romance anime or something?
Um, I don't know. I actually don't think they have a whole lot of romance anime. Like
Hmm.
I haven't seen Clanad. I'm guessing that's a
Yeah,
romance,
it definitely
but
is.
like I think the majority of them are like school life anime. Like you have K-On!, which is like a bunch of girls in a band. You have what else? Hibike Euphonium, also a bunch of girls in a band. Nichijou is just like a comedy about girls going to school and just crazy things happening.
favorite
Um,
comedy animes, bro.
Hmm.
so fire. And then Dragon Maid, that's like it's got a little bit of everything. It's got action, it's got comedy, it's got a lot. I don't know if they have too many romances outside of movies. They might have some romance movies. Like I know Silent Voice definitely counts. Kyokai no Kanata. This is another series that I know a lot of people out there really like. This one too. I don't know what it's called, but I see this girl everywhere. So they have some romances, but I'd say they focus mostly on like school life.
I see like
So,
a good amount of. Actually, there's some animes on here that I didn't even know Kyoto did. Like for
mhm.
that, next to the Hibike one on the third row
Yep.
on its left.
Oh, this
I
one?
forgot his name. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Mhm.
I've seen Dragon Maid, of course.
Yep.
Violet Evergarden. I've seen that is not Chinobu,
The
but the girl
Chunibo
with the
one?
yeah, I've seen that
Mhm.
one.
Yep.
I've seen Nichijou, of course. I've
Mhm.
seen Clanad for both.
Yeah.
I've seen Canon or Canon when I was
Lucky Star
younger.
too.
Lucky Star, and
Mhm.
I seen Air and Canon, Full Metal
Mhm.
Panic.
Mhm.
You know, so there's a big good amount of shows I've seen from these guys. So that's why I was just like,
Mhm.
I know Free is popular,
Yeah, a
which
lot
I
of
have
people
not
look
watched
for
yet.
free. Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to bring this up because when I first came across this article, I was shocked at the fact that it's been 5 years already.
yeah,
And also because of like how they've recovered from this. Like even though it's such a crazy thing to happen to such a popular studio, they were able to like bounce back and they're still releasing fire anime. I think this Dragon Maid was probably their first release after coming back. That season was fire,
mm,
as you can see, 8.25 out of 10. And
yeah,
I think last season they dropped a new Hibike Euphonium, so they're still going strong. You also have the Violet Evergarden movies,
yeah,
which
which
are
is
incredibly high rated,
crazy. Yeah,
8.8. So they're still going strong. And I thought that them like coming together to commemorate was really cool. But outside of that, now we have one more special topic that I picked specifically for Rashad here because
Oh gosh.
we were having a little bit of a conversation earlier about this
Oh.
series featured right here. So
Woo.
I'm gonna talk about this and then we're gonna get into it. So here it says, well, as you guys may or may not know, the manga for My Hero is over. Like they've just concluded. The
yeah,
last chapter came out, and they hinted at a potential sequel series or another project being in the works. So I'm hyped for hearing more details about that soon. But here it says Gege Akutami, Eiichiro Oda, and other Shonen Jump authors bid farewell to My Hero Academia in heartfelt messages. So, although Rashad might feel some type of way about My Hero, you know, his Lord and Savior Oda,
looking like that.
he seems to like the series.
Yeah, I can't.
But here, let's just hear some of these messages that have been left behind. We have Eiichiro Oda from One Piece. So you can play Oda-san. We have Oda-san.
Oda Sensei, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Mm-hmm. Forgive me. He says, so you can play Pokemon Go all you want now, huh? Horikoshi, thank you for 10 years of hard work and serialization. From Gege, Jujutsu Kaisen, we have, without My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen would not have ever begun. Put some respect on its name. Congratulations on the completion of this series. We have Hitsuji Gondaira. I'm not going to go through all of these, just maybe a couple. Thank you to characters like Tokoyami-kun and The Ordinary Woman. My life has become more resilient and enriched. I'm really happy. Let's see if there's any other big ones. I haven't really heard of too many of these. Kagurabachi. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure there's fans for all of these different series out here. You can go and check out the article on your own, but those are like the big ones that I wanted to get into. So now, let's talk about it, man. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Let's talk about the state of My Hero currently in the anime. We're not getting into the manga. In the anime right now. Let's talk about it. So
wait.
Rashad.
I was gonna say, before we talk about this, Amir, bro, because like, do you want to get spoiled? Because if you don't want to get spoiled,
I really don't care.
You don't care?
I really don't care.
Because I already know this finna get OC. So
let's do it,
bro.
Hey, I'm on for it.
You said it that you've had so many things that you wanted to get off your chest. Let's hear some of them. Let me.
My Hero Academia, man. I guess we should start with the good things about My Hero Academia. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, My Hero Academia is it's bittersweet for me because, like, as you can see, bro, I still have the My Hero Academia poster on my wall, bro. I have been a fan of My Hero Academia. No, not a fake fan. Hold on. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Listen, man. When My Hero Academia first came out, bro, I was like, you know, this is actually kind of cool, bro. We got a superhero movie where one of the best superhero decides to pass on his quirk or his power to somebody, you know what I'm saying, that is without a power and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's a cool concept. And see him rise through the ranks coming in school and stuff like that, you know, so he can get his way to, like they said in the beginning, of how he became the greatest hero of all time. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this is lit. Move on next season. Tournament arc within the schools and stuff like that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This is actually heating stuff. Then, you know, we finally get, you know, introduction of the big villain. Was it? I think isn't it All For One? No, All For One. Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? His motives. And then we seen the big fight between All For One and All Might, the number one hero. I was like, okay, that's lit. Okay. Then after that season, everything gone shit, bro. Cause like, listen, man, one thing about My Hero Academia, it's like, bro, I can literally tell, bro, like, cause I've done like some research and stuff and seeing like news articles about how a lot of, you know, fans and stuff pressured the I guess you could say the author, whatever, of My Hero to do certain things as far as like relationships, ships, you know what I'm saying, keeping characters alive, stuff like that, bro. And I feel like it kind of changed the story and stuff because like with this recent episode of My Hero Academia, bro, okay, spoilers alert, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bro. Bakugo was supposed to be dead. All right. He got killed by Shigaraki. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool because I was like, oh, this is actually lit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He actually was like, oh, I'm going to do the like my first ever heroic thing, to show why I deserve to be a hero and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is lit. He went out like a badass and stuff like that. And then this new episode, they decide to do, this is why I said, bro, I know for a fact he did this, you know what I'm saying, just because he knew that if he didn't bring him back, everybody was going to be on his ass, bro. So he decides to do the most bullshittest thing, bro. Plot armor I've ever seen in my life, bro.
No,
Because no. Let's get into it. I'm going to get into it. Because, bro, this is my thing too, bro. It's like, I can tell, like a lot of this stuff, like I said, the fans swayed him to do certain things, bro. Because one thing I've noticed about My Hero Academia, they never kill off important characters, bro. Never kill off important. All the characters that have died thus far, if they have died, which is you can count on your hand how many people actually died in 7 seasons. How many heroes actually died in 7 seasons, bro? And out of all of them, none of these guys are memorable. To be real with you, let's keep it 1,000, man.
Okay. So going off of that,
Go ahead.
name other anime where important characters have been killed off.
How many characters?
Like main cast characters.
See, but with that, then we're gonna go into other spoilers for other anime. So I don't want to go,
Okay, well, no.
Huh?
You can just name. You don't have to say who, but just name series that have done it.
Naruto has done it. I guess you could say Dragon Ball Z, even though they kind of brought people back live.
Main cast.
Demon Slayer. Oh shit. Let me be careful. Let me be careful how I say it.
No.
Let me be careful how I say it. Let me be careful. See, that's why I don't want to say spoilers, bro. But other shows, huh?
Okay, so going off of what you said though, like,
Yeah.
What was the first example that you said? It was Naruto.
Mhm.
That wasn't a main character though. When I say main character, I'm talking like Team 7. That's Bakugo's level. He's Team 7 level.
Come on,
and
bro.
They never in a million years would have killed off
They
Sakura.
killed off Jiraiya.
He's not a main character.
Stop it!
He's not.
Jiraiya is definitely one of the main. He taught the main protagonist. He taught the previous protagonist for Hokage, and he taught Kakashi. What? That's
Just 'cause
crazy.
he was an impactful character doesn't mean he's a main character.
Okay,
I can
impactful.
restore
Okay,
all of
impactful
them.
or main character. Still, okay. You just said impactful. My Hero Academia has never killed off an impactful character.
No, they did.
Who?
Midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight.
He was a teacher. You were talking about Jiraiya, all these
Midnight.
people. Midnight was one of the top heroes, and
Midnight.
she was specifically Class 1A's teacher.
Bro,
And
she
everybody
was an exam proctor. She was not no teacher. What? Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask Amir this. Amir, do you know who Midnight was?
No, I mean I know her from the anime. Yeah, I know that she got it was
Uh-huh.
a spoiler warning, but like she did get killed off.
What do you know about her though?
No, not sure.
Exactly,
Like,
bro.
Oh,
Midnight,
listen.
come on, bro. Midnight, and then what? You're gonna say Night Eye? Is that what you're gonna say next?
No.
Or what's his name? Yeah, him. Like, bro.
Midnight.
Okay. So, now this is going back because I'm getting ahead of myself. It's going.
Hold on. I got a better answer.
Go
better
ahead.
answer.
Go
than all
ahead.
of
Go
them.
ahead.
Twice.
Oh, he killed.
Goated.
They kill off a villain.
Yeah, but he was a villain that a lot of people cared about. He was very impactful to the story. And with the way that My Hero is set up, it's set up in such a way where they want you to root for the heroes and also sympathize with the villains so that it's
you know
hard to
what?
pick a side.
Let me
That's
chip in a little
why-
bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the guy with the wings? Because he was.
Hawks.
Hawks,
is this
yeah.
is this spoiler? This is spoiler, right?
No,
Because I want to talk about the scene
it's not.
because he was a spoiler warning. 3,
Well,
2,
yeah.
1. He's a double agent,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? So to him, like when Twice did get killed off,
Mm-hmm.
he felt sad. Then he felt sad too, because like
Yeah.
in his eyes, he's seen him as a good person. Because like when it comes to villains, bro, like some people don't become villains like just because. I feel like in My Hero, when they become villains, they also have their own objectives, their own ambitions, and like society, as in like other series that does that, made them who they are. You
Yeah.
know, so when they made duplicates of himself, he has like a split personality disorder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can't help that with himself. So when they killed him off, it was kind of sad, yeah, because it's just like no one could have helped these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like no one could help these guys, and that's what the point of being a hero in this anime, bro. They want to help people, but there's some people like they can't do that because sometimes they can't shape of who they are because where they was raised up at or how's it like Shigaraki when we saw his past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like yo, like that could have been Deku.
Exactly.
You know, that
that's
could have
one
been
of the things
Deku.
that make this show
You
so
know,
cool, man.
and that I mean that's how I see it. I don't know. So I do think that Twice's death was impactful in a way. But for
Mhm.
Midnight, I do agree. I
Mhm.
I did not shed a tear. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
of
it a
course.
buck. You know, I did
So
not just like "Yeah, Midnight died. Oh my god!
But
Because I thought they were gonna kill off Eraserhead. Not Eraserhead. What's his name? The one that can cancel abilities.
yeah,
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
is a
Now,
Razorhead.
now if they killed him off, I would have been like,
Mhm.
yo,
Yeah.
like what? Like you
but
know,
but
they're
see,
This is
like,
the thing,
yo,
though. We
sorry.
gotta
my fault.
like we gotta equate these things properly, right? Because you said
Yeah.
they've never killed off an important character, but
Right.
Bakugo was literally what is it called? The deuteragonist, the like
Okay.
co-main character. Killing him off would be the equivalent of killing off Zoro. That'd be the equivalent of killing off Sasuke. And neither of those shows, I think, would go as far to do that until or unless it was the very end of the story.
But see, this is the end. This is the end game. So
Yeah,
this
I
is why I
know.
say it would have been perfect. Do something different. Why does every anime have to be the same? Why won't y'all do something? Why are you scared to do something different, bruh?
They're not-
That's just my thing.
no. You
Huh?
can't hold My Hero to this
No,
standard without applying it to other anime.
no, but that's
too.
just one. No, because you're getting it wrong. Like I said, that's just one person though. But okay, you said Twice, whatever. All these people, even Twice, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the My Hero fandom cared about him, but Twice is a villain. If a villain dies, no one cares if the villain dies. We're talking about heroes. And then also, hold on, no, come on. Because let me get my points off. Because this is just the one of the few, right? So to bring Bakugo back, right, Amir? Because I know you haven't, this is your first time probably hearing this, bro. They're talking about one of the pro heroes is going to sacrifice himself by turning himself into Bakugo's new heart.
Wait, what does that even mean?
It's so stupid. It's stupid.
Okay. I'll explain it to you, Amir. This is how it's working, and this is why I love the way that they're going about this. Because most characters, like for example, I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but all of us have seen it, and this happened in the previous season with Inosuke. When he was fighting, I don't even remember who it was. I think it was during the Daki fight.
Okay.
When,
Yeah.
he got hit and we thought it was a fatal injury, and he said he shifted his organs to survive the injury. That is plot armor.
Yeah.
But what's happening here with Bakugo is he was hit, killed, impaled through the heart. So there was a hole in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they're trying to bring him back is Best Jeanist, who we know he's all about like threads and sewing and stuff.
That was his student, right? His intern?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
He sewed Bakugo's heart together, and now I forget this guy's name. I think it's Razor something. I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
He can like turn himself into like this super thin sort of, I don't know what to call it, thread, I guess.
Yeah.
And he went into Bakugo's body, and he's like sacrificing himself to try to perform CPR on him. So like since he's this thread, he's wrapped around Bakugo's heart, he's doing chest compressions, he's trying to bring him back. And I think that is so fire because out of so many other anime and even other characters in My Hero, they survive in such BS ways. Like, oh, I didn't know I had this power, but it suddenly kicks in and now I can't die. Oh, little did you know, my name isn't actually Shigaraki. I'm something mixed between Shigaraki and All for One now. So your power doesn't work against me. It's all these crazy plot twists and plot holes. But with Bakugo, he actually died. And then people are banding together to actually perform like a medical procedure on him. They're sewing him together. They're performing CPR. They're trying to resuscitate him. They're not just magically reviving him. They're trying to resuscitate him, and we don't even know if he's alive or not. Now, I think most of us know he's most likely going to come back, but the point is,
He's coming back.
They're actually like putting thought into how they're going to bring him back instead of just snapping their fingers and doing it, which I really like.
If they are doing that, Bakugo, you can see I didn't even like, even though I really don't care about spoilers, I don't know what he lost during the battle. I mean, he lost his life, but he has to like lose something after coming back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, does he get a full power up when he like revives? Is it going to be one of those animes, bro? It's like, oh, I get a tune up because, you know what I mean? I know you said like they put a thought into it, which I think is cool. Yeah. But when they bring him back, there's no way he should be like 10 times stronger.
No,
like shit, I can beat his ass now. Then I'm gonna be like, yo, like what? Like he should have stayed dead. Not trying to be
Dragon Ball Z, all right?
I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's just like, hopefully they don't pull that stunt off. If they pull that stunt off, it's just like, dude, like, what are we talking about?
Damn.
Here. Yeah. And I think they did that. No, they didn't do that with the movie, did they? They did that with the movie. Deku and Bakugo received. Not is it all for one or one for all? One for all, right?
Received. Yeah, one for all.
Deku and Bakugo in a movie.
Oh, I didn't see the movie.
The second one. Oh yeah. So it's just like, and I know Rashad's thoughts on that movie too. He didn't really mess with it, and I can see why. That's why I was just like, go ahead, my fault.
So no, I was gonna say because my biggest thing is like, bro, it's just okay. Say they don't even kill Bakugo. It doesn't matter, bro. It's just the thing about My Hero Academia where they lack is, bro. There's no sense of dire situation, in my opinion. I feel like regardless of the situation, everyone's gonna come out unscathed. And then to be real with you, bro, this is why I said it still don't make sense to me because remind you, they are heroes in training. You know what I'm saying? Why? So none of them are messing up. None of them are gonna, you know what I'm saying, be imperfect to where they mess up and they somehow get injured or get killed. You know what I'm saying? There's more pro heroes dying than there are students. I'm just like, that makes no sense.
That's because the pro heroes are the ones that are on the front lines. Usually, yes, the majority of Class A, like, for example, Koda, Jiro, all of them, they're usually doing, like, reconnaissance, sending birds to scout, listening to audio and stuff. There's very few characters that are actually going on the front lines, and the characters that are going out there are characters that can hang out there. We're talking Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, and Deku. They are significantly stronger than a lot of the other Class 1As, and usually they're never fighting their opponents one-on-one. Usually it's like a couple of them together against one person, and there might even be a teacher on top of that. So the main reason why the pro heroes are dying more often than the Class 1A is because they're the ones putting their lives on the line. When they infiltrated the lab that the mad scientist had, those were like, I think all pro heroes that went in there. Mirko got messed up badly. The shield guy, Crust, he died. There were other guys that died there, but they're the ones that are going and doing the dangerous things. It's like such a dangerous situation that they need to include heroes that aren't yet qualified, aren't yet prepared, but they're smart enough to just throw them out as fodder on the front lines. They're using them where they would be most effective. Whether it's Denki right now, who's underneath the coffin, powering it with his electricity. We have people scouting like Jiro and Tokoyami.
No, they're on the front lines. They're fighting all for one with the Hawks in them. What?
They have the number one hero with them. That's why they're not dying. This is like, it makes sense when you think about it.
No, bro, because let's be real with you. When what's his name was out, the number one hero, right? When he was on the ground, down and out, All For One sent an attack to what's his name, Jiro and whatever, was it Tsukiyomi, whatever his name? They sent the attack to him, bro. Cliffhanger. We come out next episode. Oh, guess what? It turns out that Hawks, he in the blink of an eye, he used one of his feathers to move them to the side, slide to the left. Slide to the right, crisscross. They doing the dance and stuff like that, bro. Come on now.
Done that before. He's done
Huh?
that before.
That's what I'm
You're
saying, though.
No, you're
I'm saying that they do not. They are not trying to kill off any of the important characters, and that's what makes me so mad, especially with them. Like I said, they're in training, bro. I feel like it would hit way more if they had, you know what I'm saying, a death among one of the class 1A students. So they'd be like, oh shit, this is what it really means to actually fight on the front lines with these heroes, bro. But to sit there and pretty much be shielded by these heroes and stuff like that, and that's one thing too, they try to make the deaths like, what are you saying, Midnight and all them, and Night Eye, trying to make it important. Like, we care. We don't give two fucks about those characters.
You might not, but they did. That's the difference. The characters did. And the problem I'm seeing here is it seems like you're holding My Hero to a higher standard than a lot of other popular anime out there.
That's cap. That's cap.
What, bro? Like what? Name a sacrifice. Well, I mean, we're getting into spoiler territory.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of top level, like, big shonen that don't kill off their main cast of characters. So why is My Hero being held to this standard? Oh, they never want to kill off anyone. When in Naruto, they never killed off anyone.
They have, bro. You just said Jiraiya. How is Jiraiya not important? Bro, that's crazy. For you to say that right now, they're going to kill you in the comment section. Because you're saying that Jiraiya is not important? That's crazy.
No. When I say important character, I mean like deeply important to the story and the long-term continuation of the story. Jiraiya has had a lot of significance. Don't get me wrong. He's trained a lot of important people. He's helped in a lot of important ways, but the story can easily go on without him, and it has gone on without him. But with Bakugo, with Todoroki, with these characters dying, if they kill off all their main characters, then who's there going to be left to root for?
But but that's my thing is, I'm not just saying it has to be just those main core, just somebody in the UA, bro. Make it 1A
in this anime, but not
because I just said, bro. We literally just said Jiraiya and from the other people. They don't have to be the main cast. They could have killed Jiro. They could have killed Tsukiyomi. They could have killed any of them guys.
They killed twice. They killed
twice. Nobody cares about twice. Twice doesn't even remember which one's the real body. We don't even know if you killed him or the real body. Come on, bro. He doesn't even know if it's the real body.
The community cares about Twice. All of the villains cared about Twice. And Twice is about to make a crazy play even after his death. He's so significant to the story. Just because he's a villain doesn't mean he's not important. Because this story is constructed in such a way where you're rooting for the heroes and the villains. During the Todoroki versus Dabi fight, I was rooting for both of them. When it comes to this Toga versus Ochako fight, I'm rooting for both of them.
That sounds like you have a personal problem. You're rooting for the villains? That's crazy. You're rooting for the villains that are killing everybody out here trying to take over the world. You're rooting for them? That is crazy.
Because they are misunderstood. They are
misunderstood.
They are painted. Hold on. Let me explain this. They are painted as villains, and they became villains. They became monsters because of the society that we created. So no, I don't want to see all of them killed off by the heroes. I want to see them be defeated, brought in, and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, given a second chance to redeem themselves, to become something better. Maybe see if we can get through to them. But obviously it's not going to be easy because many of them are pretty far gone. Like Dabi, for example, I don't know if we ever can get through to him. But Toga, I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance we could get through to her. And who knows, in the future we could see her helping somewhere with the heroes. These villains aren't like, okay, if we look at All for One, he is pure evil. He is irredeemable. This man said that he wants to rob everyone of their futures just for the sake of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have people like Toga that have been treated like a demon her entire life because of her quirk, when I look at her story, I don't see her as some villain that should be put to the same pedestal as All for One. I see her as someone that's like, dang, this society really did her wrong. I want to see her get better. I want to see her story go beyond just being another villain that dies and then the story continues. I want her to be more of a contribution to the society. That's in the sense of I'm rooting for them. Not like I want Dabi to take out Todoroki or I want Toga to take down Ochako, but bringing it back to the main point of the story, or your first argument that you brought up, which was them never killing off important characters, and then you said that Jiraiya was an important character, which I agree. He is an important character, but bro, you're comparing Jiraiya to Bakugo. Bakugo is like the second most popular character of the entire series. Bakugo is like, he's the deuteragonist. Everywhere Deku goes, he's like closely right behind. That's not the same connection between Naruto and Jiraiya. Jiraiya was a mentor that came in, trained him. We went into Jiraiya's backstory, and then his backstory kind of came back to haunt him when he fought Pain, and then that was the end of Jiraiya's story. I agree, he's an important character, but killing someone like him off compared to killing Bakugo off, I think the only person that could really compare to killing Bakugo off would be like killing Sakura off, killing Sasuke off, or killing Kakashi off. Those.
Okay. But then my thing is, bro, don't even do the whole fake kill Bakugo in the first place. I hate when they do that shit. They try to tease it like, oh, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the clickbait. Oh, we almost killed, but Bakugo's dead. Then next episode, oh no, we're bringing him back to life. Some random dude that no one cares about, Ed shot, just transform your body into his heart. Okay, he's coming back.
But this
That
is
I don't
the only
like.
anime that's done this. This is.
I
not
know
the
it's
only anime
not.
that's done this.
We're just talking about My Hero Academia. Come on, bro.
But that goes into my point of you saying this about My Hero, but just ignoring how other anime do the same thing.
Bro, I be roasting all these animes. I don't know if you realize that. It doesn't matter, bro. Every anime can get it, bro.
Oh, no,
what are you talking about? What are you talking about, huh?
Listen, that's why I also. This is why I also watch certain types of animes because like that's goes back to my other point of the other podcast episode. Like some animes do the same thing. It's like the same trope or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was just like, if My Hero's gonna, I'm not that into. I stopped watching My Hero. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good. Like I'm saying, I'm on the sidelines eating popcorns while these two argue. But it's just like, I just watch certain animes because the animes that I've seen, bro, like they're dead, but they'll be brought back to life the next episode. I'm saying like, yo, like what is going on here? Like it's like, and I'd be like, all right, I'll find a different anime to watch where it's not like that, and it's the same thing. I'm just like, okay, I'll find something in romance, which
You know what?
and pay. Oh, my fault.
No,
Go ahead.
finish what you were gonna say.
No, which I didn't pay attention to the, I guess, genres or whatever, or the subgenres. Even if it's a rom-com or it's pure romance, they'll find a way to bring back the characters because of the fan base. Because when there's a fan base of an anime, bro, they are diehard fan bases, bro. And sometimes the author doesn't have that type of freedom anymore because it's just like, yo, like it's at a point where they receive death threats. Yo, if you don't bring this character back, this is what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? And this is like their the author, and they got families too, so it's just like, yo, I might have to go off the rail for this one point. And it's, we don't even know their true vision for the anime that they originally wanted to put out. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I was just like, I can see both of your points of views or not, but it's just like the whole, I do think the Bakugo thing, how bringing them back, I think that was cool. I didn't even know they was doing it. I didn't even know they was doing with the whole CPR because someone's going to lose somebody at the end of the day because there's no way Bakugo and the guy that's like putting his heart thread together, like if they both live or whatever, it's just like, yo, this cartoonish, like what is this? But if someone's losing somebody at the end of the day, because I don't want to see unicorns and rainbows in every like, you know
hold
what
on.
I mean? But go ahead.
I was gonna say, because look, that was just one point. You know what I'm saying? I have multiple
Hold
points.
on.
Huh?
Before we get into the second point, real quick, I just want to say, I will actually give you that in that I also agree that it's better when anime have moments where characters die and it gives you a feeling of like, dang, it's really serious out here. I agree with that. My only real disagreement with that point is that, one, this isn't something that's exclusive to My Hero. This is something that happens in a lot of big popular anime, and I don't think My Hero should be singled out for that when so many other anime do it. And the second thing is, we have seen so many anime where people have died and then they come back, but I think their way of going about bringing Bakugo back is way cooler than a lot of other anime that just snap their fingers or come up with BS reasons like shifting your organs mid-air. But with Bakugo, they're actually like trying to resuscitate him. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but the guy that's doing CPR on him, the way that his power works is the thinner he stretches himself, the more of a like detriment to his health it is. So, in order for him to make himself thin enough to do this CPR on Bakugo, he's essentially risking his life. So, he very well could sacrifice himself to bring Bakugo back. And I mean, he hasn't had too much significance in the story, but I think he is like a top 10 hero, so it's not like they're just grabbing nobody. When he dies, it's going to impact the hero system. But yeah, that's just my main point. It's that I think the way they're going about it is there's more creativity and realism in the way they're going about it than what a lot of other anime would bother putting effort into. But you said you had more points?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So that's just one of them. Okay. Another thing is the story. One, bro. That's why I'm just like, bro. You can tell he felt pressured when writing, like, continuing the story, because I guess when he probably first started off, he was like, oh dang, I probably didn't think it was gonna get this big or whatever. So like, bro, like in the beginning, I remember when they had like the whole, I forgot what type of exam it was, bro, where they were competing with others, huh?
The sports festival?
I think it was after that one, because they I think it was for like a license, a hero license, something like that, and they were competing with other schools and stuff like that to get these licenses and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is lit. And they showing us the other, like, you know what I'm saying, pretty much equivalent to 1A, but in a different school and stuff like that. And I was like, oh snap, bro, these characters are pretty cool, bro. We 7 seasons in, just completely forgot all about that. But instead of, you know, bringing them back into the mix, where they could have, because, you know, at the time when the villains were going berserk and stuff, they could have brought these heroes from other schools and they could have came together and formed like some type of group and stuff, and it would have been lit. But instead, they're like, you know what? Let's just do something off the rim. Let's get the greatest superhero, quote unquote, from the United States, and just have her come in and make a cameo who gets bodied within the first 2 episodes. I was like, what are we doing, bruh? Explain that, please.
I'm half with you. Okay, so number one, when you're talking about the other, like, competing against other schools, do you mean like the class 1A versus class 1B and like the support heroes and stuff like that?
No, I'm talking, because I don't know if you remember, it was like, I know it had to be like a provision, I think it was provisional license, where it was like other school, there's like, oh, this is the top school in like the West or top school in the East or something like that.
It's, do you know, like the ones what the villains infiltrated? It's like a
yes, I think that's
the villains infiltrated. Toga was in there.
Yes.
And dang, I think it was just Toga.
When they were in that like dome that had the different biomes, like the mountain area, the water area, that one.
It wasn't in the first season. It was like, okay, there was like a hero, right? It was a hero that can control tornadoes, and he partnered up with Bakugo.
Yes.
You know, and they also had different ideals of how they handle a situation. They're like, yo, we should save people like this. And Bakugo's like, no, bro, let's get rid of the villain first. But the pro heroes, they had to help back a little bit so they can't go all the way. Because they're getting their provisional license. And actually, this is one of my favorite highlights from the anime. I'm going to keep it a buck. And it was of the point of working together from different heroes with their different ideals of how they should save citizens. So it was that part. I don't know if it's season 2, season 3. I
think it was season 3. It has to be.
Can you guys think of? Can you guys think of some of the powers that they had?
Well, one of them looked like Deku.
My memory.
One of them looked like Deku, and they made a note of that. It was
one
like
of them was able to participate the future. It's a girl.
Okay.
She, I think she was up against Todoroki, if I can remember correctly. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I definitely one of them I definitely brought up. One of them was able to control tornadoes, and Bakugo was with that person against the whale looking guy.
Yeah,
you know
Orca.
Yeah, like that part. Deku was partners with the girl that can control gravity, or thought he was partnering up with her until she made a
Oh yeah,
reveal
yeah.
that it wasn't her, it was Toga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're just like, "Yo, the villains infiltrated here because they were trying to get some information."
Mhm.
What else can I bring up? Uh,
I'm not gonna lie. This might have. I don't know. I'd need to see
really?
it to remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you
there was.
so you forgot it, huh? Okay.
Yes, I
That's
forgot
Oh,
one
okay.
specific moment out of the 7 seasons. I
Okay.
forgot one moment. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to say that because you know what I'm
I
saying.
tried to help. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Where the story is because like, bro, you're gonna have something. Because you see how you said you highlighted that mirror, right? Like you remember them? They were
Yeah.
highlighted as like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like a rival school to one UA. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And then to see all this shit go down and like, you know what I'm saying? They make cameos here and there because I've seen like them as like cameos and stuff, you know, in the newer season. But I'm like, bro, how are you gonna drop the ball with them? Bring in a whole new superhero that we know nothing about. She gets body in 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing, bro? And then it's like,
no. Hold on. We can't do this. We can't do what if, because I'm sure there are a lot of different
huh?
anime. I said we can't do what ifs because I'm sure there are a lot of different anime where they could have played things out better if they would have used elements from earlier in the story. I think we should stick to just talking about things that they did and why we didn't like the things that they did, not what they should have done.
No. Hold on. Because this is part of the story. I'm talking about story. What they failed to do. That's not. What do you mean?
Wait. What do you mean failed? Failed to do what?
They failed to bring in these. How are you going to introduce characters and then just completely forget about them?
Okay, but there are so many anime that have done
I know,
this.
bro. We're just talking about My Hero Academia.
No,
We're
I
not talking about any other
understand, but
anime.
This is the thing. If we're gonna debate about My Hero, you have to debate about problems that are exclusive to My Hero. Because I can even think of a ton of problems that My Hero has, but a bunch of other anime have them. So I'm not gonna bring it up in a
But
My Hero.
that's the thing though. We're talking about a My Hero Academia topic. So I'm just giving you my reasons why. If we were talking about another Attack on Titan, I'll probably give you the same reason similar to My Hero Academia. We're just talking about My Hero Academia.
But then what's the point in having a My Hero Academia debate if we're just gonna bring up points that a bunch of anime have, like a bunch of problems a bunch of anime have? Exactly.
Okay,
That's
listen.
what I'm
No,
saying.
bro. Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know, My Hero Academia has got you like this, bro. It's cool, man.
Say
But
what you
listen,
want, say what you
listen,
want.
listen.
All I'm gonna
Huh?
say is I'm not
But-
gonna go. Go ahead.
No, because I was gonna say, listen, pretty much what happened with My Hero Academia, they start off as a serious superhero, you know what I'm saying, anime with serious fights, you know, interesting characters and stuff like that. Then they start getting into this, you know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know what happened, bro, to where they got season 4 and beyond where they just start I don't know, bro. It's getting less serious and more goofy like. And so they have
Oh.
school festivals, some dumb shit. They be doing all that stuff, and then hold on, no, because I'm about to kill you with this last thing because I had this pulled up for me. I have receipts. I have receipts.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I have receipts
Go ahead.
because in a super serious moment right now, because this goes on to saying because you were like, oh, how are they not? You know what I'm saying? How are they goofy and stuff like that? In a super serious moment right now, they decide, oh, we gotta distract Shigaraki. What should we do? What should we do? Please explain this, Cloudy.
Bro, I will 100%. Bring it up. I already know what you're talking about.
Yo, there's no
Let me
way.
pull it up.
Oh,
I'm waiting.
Yep.
no way.
I'm waiting.
Check out these fine
Are you
pieces.
serious? This is
I'm
real?
waiting. It's real. I'm waiting.
It is real.
No, there's no way,
See,
dog.
This is the thing,
No,
though.
there's no way. There's no way.
This is
There's
the
no
thing,
way.
though. Number one, this is a part of
Oh.
Mirio's character. He specifically has always been a goofy character. If you have a goofy character in a serious story and that goofy character acts goofy, you can't blame the entire story and say, oh, this whole anime's bad. This whole anime's goofy. It's non-serious because of one character that's obviously leaning towards more of a gag character. In this situation, what he had to do was distract the villain. And I agree, this is a very dumb thing to do. It was a very dumb way to distract him, but it worked, and it was only for a moment because I think the lady that had up the barrier, she said that I was gonna open the barrier because you know who was about to arrive, and she just needed like a couple seconds to distract him. And this was just the first thing that he came up with. I agree it's goofy, but the whole series isn't goofy because of one character doing a goofy thing. And he only needed to distract him for 2 seconds. If I was a villain about to murder somebody and then someone did this in front of me, that would distract me for like 2 seconds and then I'd go and move on. But obviously he didn't have the opportunity to go and move on because Deku came in. So
Well,
yes, I
this
agree it
away.
is goofy, but the whole series is not goofy because of one goofy character.
That shit is crazy.
Yep, that's
Man.
my explanation.
We're gonna leave it at that because you know what I'm saying. Like we are getting too long in this, bro. But I'm gonna just say this, man. You know what I mean? In the comment section, you guys tell us how you feel. I know there's gonna be a lot of My Hero Academia, you know, Dick Riders, all that other stuff, bro. But
Yeah,
I want you to keep it real. I want you to
One-
keep it
Do I
real.
gotta show the evidence? Do I gotta show the One Piece evidence?
No,
Oh,
see,
my-
you know what's so
yeah,
crazy
I
though?
can expose
No,
it right now.
because this has to be addressed right now. I have to say it. This has to be addressed right now, bro.
Go
Because
ahead, bro.
the thing is, bro, because that's my thing, bro. You wanted to talk about My Hero Academia.
I
I'm
did.
talking My Hero Academia. I'm not bringing other anime shows and stuff like that. I'm just telling you
You're-
my personal, the reason why I think that My Hero Academia is going to shit. That's it.
I respect that, but I was expecting reasons that were specific to My Hero, things that My Hero specifically did wrong where other anime succeeded. But if you're going to bring up examples where multiple anime have come up short, then it's like this isn't even a My Hero problem. This is just an anime industry problem. Like,
But
the
I'm not
same
comparing
main character-
anime.
That's an anime. I know you're not comparing anime, but I was expecting to have a debate about something that happened in My Hero or a way that they're telling the story in My Hero that was specific to this series that is making this series worse than others. But if you're going to bring up a problem with this series that all of these other big series have, then it's like, okay, yeah, this brings My Hero down, but this problem should also bring these other series down. So what's the point in even mentioning it in a My Hero debate? This would be good in an anime debate. What do we think about modern anime? Oh, they never want to kill off main characters. That makes sense. But saying My Hero never wants to kill main characters. Meanwhile, with the Straw Hats, you know, they got their whole squad. No spoilers, but we're like 1,000 episodes in, and they've had their squad for way longer than My Hero. Naruto has had their main trio for freaking ever. Like, this isn't a My Hero exclusive problem, is all I'm saying. So if
Okay.
you have any My
Uh-huh.
Hero exclusive problems, I'm down to discuss those. But if
Listen,
we're just gonna talk about problems that all of these anime have, that modern anime have, then we need to save that for a modern anime debate. That's all I'm saying.
listen. I love what both of y'all are putting down. I love it. You know, I'm just a regular viewer at this point. I think this is y'all was straight cooking.
Mm-hmm.
But can you please put the picture away, bro? Can you please put that down for 1 second? Yes, like I can't
Hey,
take this
you're right,
serious.
you're
right,
I really can't take that. I mean, because that, I ain't gonna lie, that was insane. Whoever made
Yeah,
that,
it was a
it
bit
was
wild.
having too much fun. I ain't gonna lie, too much fun.
Hey man, that's My Hero
But, hey,
Academia.
Okay, how far are we into this?
We're approaching like 2 minutes from 2 hours.
2 minutes from 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, we can probably shoot through these. I have 2 topics left, but they're like opinion topics and they're pretty quick. So, what is a personal guilty pleasure anime of yours? An anime that you love, that everybody else hates, or an anime that's very uncharacteristic of you, where like if people heard that you watch this series, they think like, "Oh, dang, I didn't know you were into that."
Mhm.
In a like, you know, interesting way, not like in a weird way. I guess. Since you guys, I'll give you guys some time to think, and I'll go first. For me,
yeah, go ahead.
my
Mhm.
guilty pleasure anime are like wholesome anime. Like one of my personal favorites is an anime called like Sweetness and Lightning, and it's an anime about a like single father that's taking care of his daughter after the mom's passed away, and it's just really cool because it's like it feels so real, man. Or like another really good example would be A Place Further Than the Universe, if you guys have ever seen that. It's about a schoolgirl that's just living normal life, normal, mundane, boring life, and she wants to do something to make her life more exciting because she's about to graduate high school. She feels like she hasn't done anything, so she's like, let's just go and do something crazy. Let's go to Antarctica. And so she gathers her friends, they all get together, they go through this intense training that to be able to go to Antarctica because it's very dangerous over there. They go there, it gets super intense, there's snowstorms, but they truck through it, they have a good time. Those wholesome feel good anime, those are my guilty pleasures. Let me know if you guys have any.
I would say, I don't know if it's gonna be a specific genre, but I will admit I like trash anime. I ain't gonna lie. If it doesn't make any sense, there's some.
No, it
There
makes
are some
100%
no,
sense to me.
like yo, like there's some shows that I just want to watch that I can just be brain dead to. Like you know what I mean. So it's just like I will say, do I have my fair share of isekai? I'm pretty sure if you guys pick up what I'm saying for the past, like on this podcast or outside of this podcast, I do like watching isekai anime. I
Yep.
watched, and I'll admit to the ones that I watched. I'm a spider, so what? I hated the anime for the longest, but I had to admit, I was just like, yo, it got me through episode 1 to the final episode. You know what I mean? I watched Reincarnated as a Slime, even though I hated on that anime. I have to admit, I'm just like, it did cook here and there for the past couple of episodes. You know, I'm trying to figure out what other isekai anime that I've watched that I
The vending
just
machine.
randomly. No, hell no. But dang, I've watched this one isekai anime. I think it's just like a harem anime, but it's an isekai too, bro. There was like this ape, like okay, so there's this big person. He's like overweight in a school. No one didn't like it. It's not Mushoku Tensei, but I forgot the name of it. He is like, I think he has like blue hair or whatever. No one didn't really like him. And then it was just a group of students, right? Just got teleported to a different world. And he's the main protagonist, so we only focus on him. And he bumps into this ape, like this red ape, that got transformed into a girl. They don't explain none of this. Mind you. They don't explain none of this, you know what I mean? But they become best friends, they got married or whatever. I was just like, oh, it's now like, that's cool. But when I have nothing else to watch, isekai is right there for me. They're just, it's like a friend that's next to you is like, hey, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I guess if there's not another Attack on Titan, not another Demon Slayer, not another, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta wait.
Gotta watch something to pass
wait.
the time.
So I'm just saying, like, just turn on some isekai, bro. It is what it is at this point. So I guess isekai is my guilty pleasure. So
okay. Rashad?
I mean, I can't really think of like a anime that's like a guilty pleasure, but I'll say a main character who I think is high, rated, that I think, that I prefer as a cool main character would be Takemichi from Tokyo Revengers. Everyone hates his character. They say he's a crybaby, but I really think there's more to him than meets the eye. And I mean, if you don't see that, I mean, hey, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. This is like, we gotta save this for another podcast because me and Rashad, we're putting Takemichi back on the map, bro.
That's facts. Facts.
He deserves so much respect. But that kind of leads into my next topic because you mentioned a character you like that a lot of people hate. So now this question, the last question of this podcast, is going to be, what's an anime that you hate that everybody seems to love? I'm sure there's already some that popped into your heads. I'll go last because, we might have to cut the cameras quick after I go.
I guess I'll go first then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would probably say, Beastars. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I just don't like anything about Beastars. I get, maybe if you're into animals and stuff like that, oh, it's cool. It's like Animal the anime, you know what I'm saying? Animal the anime.
Remember the territory that you're stepping into.
It's just whatever, bro. I'm not worried about that. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, what I'm saying? I just don't understand how, people can watch. I gotta watch what I say because I know certain things are TOS. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just, a guy failed time after time trying to get a girl who's for the streets. I just don't understand that. But hey,
We're
teach
not
their own,
doing
man.
this. We're not doing this.
Teach their
We're not
own.
doing the same thing.
Teach
He
their
goes.
own, bro. Teach their own. Teach their own. Teach their own.
Yo. Oh my
Hey, you
gosh.
got anything, Amir?
I'm actually thinking right now. I actually do not, because I'll joke
Mhm.
around and be like, "Yo, like you say your favorite character," and I can just bullshit you and be like, "Yo, I don't even like him, and here's why." I'm
Mhm.
most 100% bluffing. I really don't have a character that everyone loves that I hate so far.
Mhm.
So I really don't know. I can't hate on Takamichi on Tokyo Revengers. You know, I can't hate on Deku.
Yeah.
You know, I can't hate on Deku. I can't hate on Ichigo. I can't hate on Rimuru either, even though I wanted to. I had a whole list at some point, but
I feel like that.
they
Well,
never checked them out. But
I don't know if
and
you. I don't know if you hate this anime, but I feel like that could be a good answer. Is Slime? I know you
Slime,
really
I
don't
mean,
like
it's just
Slime,
like
and a lot
I
of
could
people
talk
know.
about him, but it's just like I'm gonna realize in mid convo, I'm gonna be like, you know what? But he did pull this off.
Okay,
It's
I
not
see where
like
you're coming from.
it's not like he really bullshitted this,
Hmm.
like, you know, in the anime itself. So that's why I was, you know, that's why I don't really have anything.
Yeah.
I really don't. I'm sorry. Like
No, no, that's
Mhm.
I
valid.
really
That's
don't.
valid.
So
I feel you,
I'm
man.
like that
yeah.
too with a lot of anime where it's like, I have some things that I don't like, but if I really sit
Mm.
down and talk to someone about it, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see the good sides of it. But one anime, and Rashad, get ready to cut the cameras. I'll tell you right now.
Snap.
One anime that I hate that everyone seems to love, bro, is Dragon Ball Super, man. I cannot stand Dragon Ball Super. And the thing is, this is coming from someone whose first anime was Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. Easily favorite character is Adult Gohan, which is funny because when I was young, everybody loved Teen Gohan, but for me, I always messed with Adult Gohan heavy, especially when he got that like mystic energy. That was so dope. I love Dragon Ball Z, but it should have ended at Fukatsu no F. The only good things to come from Dragon Ball Super are the Broly movie and Jiren. Those are the only two interesting fire characters to come from Super. Everything else, I just can't stand it. I think Dragon Ball Super is the biggest example of just taking a good thing and milking it for everything that it's worth. We're getting to the point now where the only way to create threats for Goku is to have characters from all the way across the universe use the Dragon Balls and wish to be the strongest. That is like the lamest thing I've ever heard, bro. You're telling me there's no like character that's naturally as strong as him. He's just so high above everybody else in his entire universe that people need to wish to a magical dragon to be the strongest just to have an interesting opponent to him. I think that's so lame, man. Now, we might have to cut the cameras, all right?
No,
Because
I agree with you on that. I
You
agree with
agree?
that. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
At
So
Yeah.
least I'm not going down alone.
does anyone watch Rental Girlfriend?
I watched the
Not
first
yet.
season.
Now, is that like a big thing for everybody, as in like anime watchers?
It's
Like,
pretty big. It's pretty big.
Wait,
It's
wait, no
popular.
spoilers, no spoilers. I do want to watch it.
no, I'm just gonna say a character
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
because I don't like this character at all.
I
I
think I
think
know
he's a
what you're
loser
gonna
to me.
say.
Kazuha.
Oh, the MC.
Yeah.
You know what? There's
The
a
things
lot
that
of
he
people.
pulled.
Mm-hmm.
The things that he pulled and what he said to his best friend that's supposed to be his best friend was so wild to me at the beach scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me
I know
because
exactly what you're talking
I'm seeing her like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's just like, yo, like, are you
about.
serious? This is your like, not your ideal woman, but like, are you really gonna fall for that? Are you really that easygoing?
Mm-hmm.
Do you even? How did you not like learn?
Dude, hold on, because I think this would be the perfect anime. We were talking about finding an anime
Yeah,
that we're all gonna watch through, and then we could like bring it up on the
yeah,
podcast. I think this would be the perfect one. Like, I'd be 100% down to rewatch the first season and then go
okay,
into the second and third one
yeah,
and just
Yeah.
like come into here and give our thoughts. I think it'd be so good because that is such a
yeah,
controversial anime for so many reasons.
yeah. Because and and it's real.
Yeah.
You can rent a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. And I just never I don't like the MC, dog. Like there's
Yeah.
multiple I can list multiple reasons why I don't like the MC, bro.
We
Because I'm
will
just
get
thinking of I'm
into
not trying to think of realistic because it's anime, bro. It's anime.
it.
Like you
But
know
it's
what
like,
I
why
mean? But
would
it's just
you? Why even in an anime would you do that?
right. It's just like, yo, why would you even like really sit down? Is that really the first? I mean, he thought about it later, but at the same time, he can't go
Yeah.
back and fix that. Now he
Yeah.
has to move on with that through the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, if you want to be a loser, bro, go be a loser. Like you know, like, yo, you
Dang.
really want to be a lame ass, bro, go be a lame ass. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I wouldn't do that. I don't think a normal person would do that, but I think again, he's not normal. You know, I just wish, I just
Oh,
pray
man.
upon his downfall through the rest of the
Dang. All
series.
right, we're gonna
I
have to
do
Mm.
pray
check that out for
upon
sure.
his downfall. I wish he like. Hopefully, he's like alone at the end of the series.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
don't want him to have a good ending. I want him to have a gruesome ending and just be like, damn, I fucked up. Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah, you did. You fucked up in the first season, bro, because you said that bullshit. Like, yo, Rashad, when you see it, bro, you gotta agree with me, bro. Yo, it just actually talking about it makes me
Dang.
so mad.
dude,
It makes
that's
me so mad.
so funny. I've
That
never seen you this
anime
activated before.
pisses me off so much, bro. And I watched it. And I watched it. That's the crazy part. It's just like, yo. I'm sorry. But that's just
Mm-hmm. All right,
oh,
so that's it. That's it for the topics I have. Any closing words, Rashad, before we wrap this up?
Man.
Like anything that anything that people should look forward to?
I mean, we are going to be dropping on Friday on time. We're back on schedule. So,
Mhm.
also, we got the what's it called? The podcast is available on pretty much all platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as Amazon Music. But yeah, man.
Oh, wait. Clips. Otaku Hour clips.
That
Make
too.
sure to peep those too.
Yep.
Okay. One thing about this, I'm gonna try to be on schedule for the Otaku Hour clips because I am responsible of that channel. I feel like I've been doing good so far, but I'm gonna try to make these clips like pop, and I'm gonna drop more clips more often besides being just 2 a week. Probably I'm aiming to be 3 or 4. So definitely like keep me on that. Like, you know what I mean? Just be like, yo, Mir, you missing some clips, bro. And then like, that would be my fault. So I got y'all.
Yep.
You know?
All right, we can wrap it up there then.